All right, Philpsey Force, here we are. Sauce Man's already in the house. We got BadManRandy with us today. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm BadManRandy. I'm a streamer, motivational speaker, comedian, rapper, video maker, whatever the fuck you want me to be, I am.
The Ranmayan.
All right, awesome. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and call you Randy.
Okay.
So what can we learn about you and or your character? Like, what area do you live in? Maybe like some growing up stories. Maybe your profession line or your dreams.
Well, I'm from Northern California. I was a security guard for about 4 years after high school. And then while I was working security, I kind of found out I have a knack for, or like a creative energy that I kind of put out. And so I just would write a lot, write music videos or scripts or poems or whatever. And so I've just been doing a lot of that creative shit on the side while going to school.
So are you currently a college student, I guess?
I'm a vocational trade student. I go to a thing called Europe. It's in San Jose, but they closed down due to coronavirus, so we're doing it online.
Of course.
I'm going for project management in business, IT-focused project management.
Nice. Hold on, I'm about to sneeze. No, I'm not. I'm good. All right, cool. Okay, so there is a distinction between you and the bad man.
Yeah, so my name's Alex, and I go by Randy when I turn into like a character of mine, I guess. It's mostly when I get excited, when I sing karaoke or do comedy or whatever, my friends will say, you know, Randy's coming out or whatever. And I guess the kind of difference is, you know, on my Instagram I have motivational speaking, positive, you can do it type shit. And then on my stream you have me like punching shit, wearing weird glasses and dancing like a fucking retard.
Of course.
Throwing shit,
Of course.
drinking. The exact opposite of what I'm telling people to be in my Instagram.
You know what? Everyone has, I think, that weird dual part of them. You've got your serious side. The masks. I don't know if you've ever gone into the mask theory.
Masks. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I completely agree with you. Yeah, because I tend to be around new people. I'll be quiet and reserved, and then around my friends, I'm the dumbass, super hyper. Like, this guy won't shut up. And then when I am drinking, I actually have a nickname called the Corpse, because I don't pass out. I'm like this weird mixture of like this belligerent, happy person who's extremely curious, and I walk around like a zombie, I guess. I don't know how to describe it.
I like it. I like it already. We gotta go drinking sometime then.
I wouldn't say I'm not an avid drinker normally. I don't drink normally. I did that in my late 20s, I guess. But yeah, I still do it for like special occasions, like the Renaissance Festival or New Year's or like 4th of July. Like, it's got to be like a special occasion type of thing, and I drink to get drunk, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I feel it. But you go to Renaissance festivals? It sounds dope. Dude, I've always wanted to go.
So Texas, I think, has the biggest Renaissance festival in America. The Texas Ren Fest from September to November. And it's fucking amazing. Well, I dress up. I try to always get a gaggle of friends. We dress up. Pirate Weekend is the best weekend to go because it's just fucking drinking and debauchery.
Yo, that sounds amazing.
Dude, if you ever come to Texas, I would have to look it up. I think it's the first weekend in October is the Pirate Weekend, but TexasRenFest.com, if anyone cares.
Hey,
it's amazing.
Shout out. Give this man a discount. Texas Renfest, I'll be there.
Have you ever been to like it doesn't have to be like a Renfest, but like any type of Comic-Con, anime fest?
No, but I've always wanted to. I got invited by some other streamers to go to TwitchCon a few years ago when my channel was first starting to pop off, but I didn't make it.
Yeah.
I was excited though, but it didn't work out. But I plan on going some other time to the San Jose one.
That's awesome. Yeah, I hope maybe we'll both be huge by then, and
Ask him
we'll
about
shake
the
each other.
popularity of his channel.
All right,
Hell
so,
yeah, dude.
so the chat has already asked.
He was on the front page at some point.
You were on the front page of Twitch.
Yeah, a few times.
How has that happened?
My fat shirtless self. I don't even fucking know if I'm being honest with you.
You hit the algorithm just right?
Yeah, the algorithm just liked my fat fucking ass. Jeff Bezos was looking at me dancing shirtless. He was like, you know what, I like that. Give the kid a fucking chance. What happened was, the reason I popped off was, God bless Mary J. Lee and Pink Sparkles. Pink Sparkles hosted me. You know what that is?
No,
she's what people would call a titty streamer.
The Twitch thoughts?
Yeah. And she hosted me one time when I was dancing, and I had like 2,000 people in my chat at once, and I was just fucking, yeah. And then Mary J. Lee also is a big supporter currently, and she helped me get my channel to where it is right now.
Dude, I'm a big supporter. From what I've seen, I fucking love you.
Appreciate that, man. I love you too.
Whether it is like the Filthy Frank type character, or like I personally love the motivations that you put on your I guess your Instagram.
Yeah.
I know you have multiple Instagrams.
A couple.
But yeah, like the for instance on Instagram. Sorry, I ramble a little bit. The Instagram where you talked about how it's so cool to be negative about yourself, but as soon as you're positive about yourself, people like kind of jump on you and they're like, "Oh man, go fuck off" or whatever. I thought that was fucking amazing. Like, it is a weird thing that as soon as you start hyping yourself and you call yourself the GOAT, the greatest of all time, and you're like, man, I'm the best at this or what I do, people are like, no, man, go fuck yourself.
I mean, and that's an interesting thing too, because when I do become BadManRandy, I talk a lot of shit. I'm a fat fuck, I ain't shit, fuck you. I talk a lot of shit, and my chat talks a lot of shit. But yet, I'm monstrously more popular on Twitch than I am on my Instagram. And on Instagram, all I do is, hey, you can do it, I believe in you. And people talk more shit on Instagram and me being positive than me saying I'm a fat fuck. And I think self-deprecation is so much more accepted, good or bad or indifferent. Yeah. It's interesting.
I think it kind of jumps on when you humble yourself, people get behind it. It just took humbling yourself to like a next low level. Because people have always, and when I grew up, humbling yourself was always the thing to do. Like, if someone was like, man, you're so pretty, you're so handsome, you're supposed to be like, nah, man, like, I'm just some regular guy. But then somehow in like the last 5 years...
Make sure and ask about his weight loss journey as well.
Into,
he's lost a ton of weight.
I'm a piece of shit. And people are like, yeah, fuck yeah, I can get behind this. Mm-hmm. I think it's yeah, go ahead.
Well, sorry to interrupt you. But look at it like this. Look who's popular today. Look at the rappers or Jake Pauls or whatever. They say they're the GOAT. They're the best. They're a bunch of fucking suckers. They're some suckers. And so why the fuck are they allowed to say they're great and everyone's like, ooh, la la la, or even shitting on them? Like, if it's that easy to be great these days and make $1 million, hey, fuck, I got a chance. I'm just some fucking fat dude living in his grandma's house. But I have a lot of confidence because we're idolizing Jake Paul and fucking the Rice Gum, and I don't not like them. It's just if all it takes is saying you can do it or like I'm great to be successful. I have a lot of self-confidence no matter what I say about myself or what other people say about me.
Dude, your confidence level is through the roof.
I appreciate that.
Like, I've seen some of like your little dance-off videos. I don't know if they're with friends or with strangers. I'd have to be shit-faced drunk to do something like that.
Yeah, there were friends at an open mic. My friend's mom's open mic, but there was a lot of strangers there too. But even sober, before I turned 21, I would go to the touristy area in my city, and I'd busk. I'd put out a speaker, put some cool sunglasses on, and just fucking dance in front of hundreds of tourists walking around and shit. I didn't give a fuck. I know my dance moves are hot, and I know I'm hot, and people would give me money and shit. It's whatever.
That's what it's about. Coming from me, I wish I had the confidence level of you. I always grew up actually like almost being anxious because I do care what people think about me.
And I do too, dude. That's the thing. I care what people think about me. I still get hurt when people, shut me down. But the thing is, I used to be super depressed, super anxious, super just like if you look at the rooms on like 4chan rooms, like this room used to be trashed. I know it's not that pretty right now, but let's forget about that for a second. I used to be incel depressed, fucking you can't even believe it. But then I realized if I'm already at the bottom of the fucking barrel, there's nowhere to go but up. Just a fucking snapshot, and I just started doing it. You know,
that is true. So that's a good transition into, and the chat has already brought it up, your weight loss journey. So I don't know what kind of details you want to get into, but what would you say, like, can you tell me maybe like what your highest weight was or how much weight you've lost? And let's talk.
Highest weight was 555 pounds when I was working security. I was the most depressed I've ever been, and I thought I was going to die in my car because every day I would just spend my check on food during security because I'd be sad and I'd eat because I'm sad. It was a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
And one day, I was at my peak weight. I could barely get in my car. Family shit was going on. You know, I'm very open except for family shit because that's been all resolved. But I was just so fucking depressed. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to go home and just end it, dude. I was going to slice my, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that on Twitch, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Some bad shit. And I was just scrolling through my phone.
He's not promoting that, by the way. He's not promoting that.
I'm not promoting that. Don't do it. I don't want to. Yeah, sorry about that. I just kind of talked. I'm also a little drunk, but I was just scrolling through my phone. I saw this book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. And now I think shit like that's kind of cheesy, but that one always has a nice place in my heart. It just talked about how like Charles Bukowski, the poet, how he had a horrible life. And he said, you know what? I'm going to go for it because I'm already at square one. I already suck anyways. I can't suck anymore. And then he became successful. So I was like, you know what? I'm already fat. People already make fun of me. I'm going to go running. And if people make fun of me while I'm running, hey, it's going to happen anyways, baby. And I just felt good about it. And then I started eating better because I was running. And I felt good because I was eating better. And so I started doing things that were good for me. And it was a cycle upward. There's vicious cycles of depression where you do bad shit, you feel worse, and you do worse shit.
I agree. Yeah.
And I just did the reverse, you know?
That's awesome. So, I don't know how to put this, how long have you been working on yourself to improve yourself?
Spiritually, physically, and emotionally, about 2 years. It started when I turned 21. Well, no. It started a little bit before I turned 21, but when I turned 21 on my birthday is when I read that book and I was like, fuck this, I'm going hard. Because I was going a little bit before, but I went
100 pounds.
hard for about, I guess this would be about a year and a half since I've been doing this.
And how much weight would you say that you've lost, maybe total?
About 210 pounds.
That is like they should, there's already TV shows about people like you who don't make it. But like that is fucking fantastic. Yeah, people are applauding in the channel.
Thank you.
Yeah, like I got a little glassy-eyed actually there because that's fantastic. You're amazing. Just straight up off of that.
Stop it. You're making me blush.
So let's talk about. Do you subscribe to like the ideas like it's like 20% exercise, 80% diet? Do you do anything?
Oh, absolutely it is. Yeah, because you can burn, 500 calories doing miles and miles and miles of running, but I could fucking, have like 3 of these and kill 500 calories, and you're gonna gain weight. So for right now, that's why I'm drinking this, and I kind of eat whatever I want because I'm solely looking at calories in, calories out. I did my BMR. I don't know how much you want to get into this, but my BMR.
Oh yeah, I love this stuff.
Okay, my base metabolic rate is 3,500 calories, which also happens to be 1 pound of fat. You burn 3,500 calories, you burn 1 pound of fat. In theory, just to explain it better, if I don't eat all day, I will burn 1 pound of fat, but you don't want to do that. I just go under my calorie goal.
So you can do what he's saying, but only do this with doctor's permission. There is like a water vitamin diet that you can do where you don't eat anything and you lose tons of weight, but you only do it with a physician's instructions or under their supervision.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like to put in little tidbits. So you are definitely a subscriber of the caloric deficit. diet, I guess.
Yeah, and it's not really. I don't believe in diets in general. I think diets are not good for you. I think the crash diet or Weight Watchers or anything like that. It's a lifestyle choice. And while doing my calorie thing, that's just to get to a lesser weight. Once I get to a lesser weight, I'm gonna go more into micronutrients, macronutrients, vitamins, fish oils, whatever.
Yeah. Do you promote anything, or do you take any supplements or vitamins, like multivitamins, anything like that?
I take a 1-a-day vitamin for right now because I think the biggest thing on my plate is losing the weight. It doesn't matter if I get my glycogen or whatever the fuck, my fish oils, my omega-3s. It doesn't matter. I'm still a fat fuck. That's why I don't really promote, hey, Ellen, I lost weight. Because I'm still fat. I lost a lot of weight. I'm still a fat fuck, to the average man.
And the exercises that you tend to lean on are like the cardio-based ones?
Yeah, cardio, because that burns fat. I want to burn fat and then gain muscle.
All right. So me and you, we have probably a little bit disagreement just on the exercise. I hate cardio, but it's horrible for my heart. I only say that because when I do cardio, I hate myself.
Yeah, I feel it.
But at the same time, you have to get to do I'm a PPL person, push pull legs exercise person. But you have to be able to get to a weight where you can actually do those exercises, I guess.
I used to hate cardio too. Let's not make a mistake about it. I fucking hate it. Imagine a dude who's 555 pounds running.
I don't hate cardio. I hate running. I think it's because I blame my heart, but that's a dumb excuse. I think I forgot what it's called, but I don't sweat. Well, I have this weird genetic thing where I don't sweat. So I can overheat super easily. It's probably always been why I've been drawn to water sports. I can swim all day. And then I've always been told running, especially for the heavier folks, is really bad for your knees. And that swimming is the best way to go. So I'm very biased because I love the water, but I would always promote swimming over running. But at the end of the day, I'm a fan of, if you're trying to better your life, and even if it's walking, go walk for 30 minutes a day. I want to shake your hand.
Anything, really. You fucking mop the floor every day. That's something,
Yeah.
Just getting up off your ass is the biggest first step.
Yes. I heard this argument one time where, the whole phrase, if it's not worth,
tell the story.
If you're not worth, if you're not doing it right, it's not worth doing it at all. I hate that when it comes to fitness, because when it comes to fitness, even doing half-assed exercises is better than doing nothing at all.
Yeah, that's completely true.
Don't be afraid to half-ass an exercise. If you just do one set and you're fucking gassed and you're like, you know what, I'm done for the day, that's perfectly fine. Just keep doing that one set every day or whatever.
And that's not even half-assed. If that's right for you, that's right for you. Now, if you're a super fucking athlete and you're doing one set, that's half-assed. Half-assed is all by perspective. My half-ass is different than, a star athlete's half-ass,
Yeah. And then on the diet thing, I also agree. I kind of believe that if you're doing some kind of fad diet but you hate it, you're not gonna keep up with it. So if you hate what you're eating, people love eating. If you hate what you're putting inside your body, you're not gonna keep up with it, and then you're just gonna fail. And if you fail your diet, I'm doing that in quotations. If you fail your diet, you're gonna feel like a failure, and it's gonna set you back because you might get a little more depressed. You might take some days off. It always sets you back. But in the past, my peak physical performance was around 2.5 years ago. I was doing the keto diet. I was going to the gym 5 days a week, and I was cooking it. I was looking good too. And then I started dating again. I was single at the time. Being single is fantastic for your own self. Started dating again. Quit going to the gym. I got comfortable, and now I'm back to the point where I fight off the dad bod every day. I look at Cheetos and I'm just like, oh god, I want to eat those so bad, but I haven't done anything. The coronavirus, I sit on my ass almost all day. Like when I play video games, when I get this in World of Warcraft, for example. Every time I hit a flight path, I tell myself, all right, I got to do push-ups, pull-ups, or sit-ups. Sometimes I do squats, but flight paths take like 2 to 5 minutes. But still, that's a 2 to 5 minute where you can't necessarily play the game. It's the same thing like if you're playing Modern Warfare. When you're waiting for these games to load or whatever, just fucking get down. Do some push-ups. If you can't do a push-up, do them on your knees. Do some squats. Do some jumping jacks. Anyone can move.
There's no excuse.
And also on the multivitamin, I take a multivitamin every day, but I break mine in half. And I'll take like half in the morning, half in the day. Because if you look at it, I mean, you don't need 100% in one meal, I guess. So
that makes sense. Actually, that's smart. I might start doing that.
I try not to pee neon yellow every day. But that's fantastic. Okay, so we got some chats in here. Yeah, so you try to stay under the 3,000 calories a day, I guess, is your technical goal.
2,000, 1,800 I shoot for.
Okay, so he shoots for 1,800 calories. All right. And okay, so people are asking for, I don't know how to transition into this. So I don't know if well, you know what, we'll just go into it. The story about the lady who took a giant shit in your hotel room.
So, it's a little...
You can be as vulgar as you want. You have to detail.
I was doing an open mic. I had just turned 21 and got into a new club because they only accept people who are over 21. I did a stand-up set. I was a little tipsy, and a girl came up to me. Big old lady! Came up to me, sat down next to me, took my drink out of my hand and kissed me. All right. So she said, and my comedian friend said,
was she older or young?
He's a virgin. Huh?
Was she older or younger?
Oh, older. She was like 30 fucking 5.
Yeah,
she had like 2 kids and shit. Yeah. And she, you know, my comedian friends were like, yo, he's a virgin. And so she's like, oh, I'm about to fucking change your life, son. And we got in my shitty little Acura and we went to a hotel. And when I got there, I was fucking terrified because I was a virgin. And she takes the fucking loudest, fucking gruntiest shit in the bathroom that I ever heard in my fucking life.
Like beer shits.
Like just shit, you know, like aggressive.
She was making noises.
Fucking destroying the toilet, son, of the Motel 6. I was like, oh god, do I want to do this? Like I was questioning like my life choices up to that point. And and I'm just standing there, you know, butt ass naked, and she walks out, just like, you ready to do this? I'm like, and she fucking, yeah. And so we do stuff. It was weird. It smelled really bad. It smelled like a fish market. And then,
those are the worst, yeah.
And then I also have a breathing machine that I used when I was a lot larger. I still use it, but I hope to get off it at some point, and I forgot to bring it, so I couldn't sleep. So I got up and said, yo, I'm going to go get a burrito from IHOP. IHOP doesn't sell burritos. That's important in the story later. I go out, sit in my car.
I think it's Denny's.
Yeah. I go out and sit in my car. I start streaming because I couldn't think of what else to do, and my goat streamer, probably HIV, joins and says, yo, leave her at the hotel, go home. And I go home, I feel really bad the entire time, and I end up going back after the stream was over, and she's standing outside of the Hotel 6 butt-ass naked. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Get back inside. Like, holy shit, we're gonna get in trouble. And we go back inside, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I hate myself the entire time I was laying in bed. That's the story, and then next day it gets a little more interesting, because I did the same open mic with some friends, and she was there, and she grabbed this flask out of my hand, just yanked that shit and down the entire thing, and I had Captain Morgan in it. She got fucked up, argued with some comedians, ended up throwing punches and bricks and shit. I think she got arrested that night. Yeah, and she was telling everyone while she was being an asshole that I ate her, you know, what she was serving. And I was like, god damn it. Like, I felt so embarrassed because I'm kind of private about that shit. Yeah. And then I guess, what fucking happened after that? Oh, yo, my friend, as she was getting arrested, was like, hey, bitch, they don't sell burritos at IHOP. And then she looked at me, got mad, and then I blocked her on everything. Like, like when he said that, just to be an asshole. Hey, bitch, they don't sell burritos at IHOP. And yeah, I haven't talked to her since, luckily.
Right on.
Yeah,
Best story
that's
ever
a story.
told on the podcast. Applause 3.
Oh, we're getting applause.
Yeah. And that's just like one of the stories, dude. I have stories from security. Weird shit just happens to me. Like I did an open mic and I forgot my set, and I told my friends who play instruments, hey, you play piano, you play guitar, and they played a song.
Have them tell more stories.
A set. I go up on stage, rip off my shirt in San Francisco, and I make up a song on the spot called Mother, and it was about my mother running away with the milkman, which wasn't true, but I made it up on the spot, and that was kind of funny. And our band is Danger Dick and the Problem Pussies from now on. It's an improvisational band. Yeah, just shit like that, you know.
When I was growing up, my cousins had like a weird band name as well. I can't remember it off the top of my head because that was like 10 years ago. But yeah, it was something ridiculous like that. So when you do your sets, do you like write them out and kind of like memorize them beforehand?
I try to. I haven't done comedy in a while, but I would try to memorize them, but I'd always forget.
Yeah.
And then when I do rap, I just read it off of my phone. I don't even care.
There's a.
However it goes.
I know how that is. Yeah, I do like your promotional video. I do like live. I streamed it live. I think it took me 3 takes to do it. The first my own promotional video that I use for my channel took me like 30 takes. Because I have an idea of what to say. I'll even write out like a script and have like a screen to look at, but I forget what to say. On my own podcast, it's like fraternizing with the Philpsey Force. I could not say that word, like fraternizing. I'd be like fraternization, and I kept messing up that word. I get like everything on point, and then I'd like fuck up my own title, and I'm like, God damn it! So
I feel it. I feel that whenever I do that too. I have to re-record shit. My philosophy on life is just, if you do it and say it with enough confidence, no one will question you. Like, I'll be like, if I were you, I'd just be like, Fraternizing with Philpsey Force. And you say that with enough fucking cojones and chutzpah, who the fuck's gonna question you?
I did it in like my first take, and like Sauceron was in my channel, and I was like, dude, should I use that? And he was like, it was fucking epic, but it does seem like fucked up because it's your own title.
There's like a character to that. If you fuck something up, it gives it a little like character. I don't know. That's how I live my life.
Yeah. I think we were all kind of torn on whether to use the first one or didn't. We didn't. It's probably still on Twitch somewhere. So I'm sure someone will clip it at some point. But it was like, okay, so I don't use Instagram ever. This has been the most I think I've used Instagram was talking with you and like watching your videos. When you were like, I don't know how you did it, but you're like putting my videos on your Instagram.
I just downloaded like. Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, that's fine. I was like, I don't know how. I was trying to like try to share or cross post. I never did it because I don't know how to do that. But it was awesome and hype that you were doing that.
I just I record it. I think I got it on YouTube and just put it on my TV because I was so fucking excited when you made that. You have no idea what that meant to me. I was like, he's saying my name. Holy shit! Ma, get the camera! Like, I was so fucking hyped, dude. You have no idea.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm.
Like,
yes. Again, Sauceron he's technically, I would call him my agent as a joke, but he's like my best friend on here. He's the one who gave me the idea. We kind of mixed my idea and his idea together. Like, he wanted like the little of your heads all over the place, just covering up everything. And I was like, dude, I think we need like one big face, like shaded out in the background, like he's looking over me.
Yeah, I fucking loved it.
So we added a little bit, yeah. He wrote most of the script, yeah, and then yeah. So it was definitely.
Ask about Minbamps.
Oh, okay. We got another. We're going into more stories, I think. Minbamps.
Oh shit. What was it?
Minbamps?
Oh, Minute Bamps. Minute Badass Motherfuckers. That must be someone from my fitness thing. So on my fitness channel, which is a subset of my main Instagram, I do, Mad Lads from Count Dankula?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was going with it. Just badass motherfuckers to like inspire people or whatever, and I try to do it in a minute. I only did my first one like a couple days ago, because I was like, yo, what the fuck do I put on my fitness channel except my sweaty ass face saying, "Hey, you can do it." And I was like, I need a little extra shit. I don't want just my sweaty ass face. And so I put a poll saying, yo, should I do this minute biopic Bamf shit? And I knew people would say yes, but it was funny as fuck to me that people were like, nah, I just want your sweaty face. I'm like, all right. So who's in my audience right now? Like, who's really watching it for the inspiration?
Well, I think the internet audience kind of wants two things. They either want motivation or they want like straight up troll bullshit, like train wrecks. That's what they want. They want motivation or they want fucking train wrecks. That's what I've noticed. I think some of the most views I've gotten on my channel are when I do like train wreck cringe things. So like my brother, for instance, he was on my last podcast. He's like this super conspiracy nut. Like he believes in everything under the sun. The aliens rule the world. Hillary Clinton's behind everything. Coronavirus is a hoax. Bigfoot is real. Loch Ness Monster touched him while he was swimming in the bathtub. All sorts of things. And like the chat was just going crazy. Like, dude, get him to talk about this dude or that nut or Alex Jones or gay frogs or like when I do like 90 Day Fiance type stuff, like people want to see train wrecks.
Yeah, dude, of course they do. That's like the funniest shit. Why do you think like reality shows like Jersey Shore are a thing?
I think it makes people feel better about their own life.
It does, dude. It does. And that like circles around to like the self-deprecation. I get more views when I like fucking throw shit around my room and destroy it than when I be like, hey, you can do it, clean your life up, It's just people like seeing people doing worse than they are.
I think that's the motivating factor behind half the Twitch channels.
Ask him about his most popular clip.
Okay, so this is from the chat. Your most popular clip, is that on this bandwidth?
So, my most popular clip is, I think, my first stream. It's when people had me, a little background. It's funny, but it's a little,
Is this the sleep apnea machine?
Yeah,
okay,
so my friends were telling me to try on my sleep apnea machine for my first stream. My stream, not many people know this, but my stream started out as my friends, like, trying to make fun of me and get people, like, talk shit to me. Like, they weren't real friends. And I tried on my sleep apnea machine. They put all of my shit on 4chan, like, hey, check out this fat dude, he's doing this. And, yeah, people joined and really dug it and just, like, were talking shit to me in different languages. And then, like, that first night, I was like, yo, fuck, I hate this. I never want to do it again. And then I learned to just kind of play off of it, I fuck around with my sleep apnea machine. I drink. I do whatever. But, yeah, that's my most popular clip. I had people, like, talking shit and calling me fat in, like, different languages I didn't even understand. It was really intense.
Do you get,
it was a surreal experience.
Besides, I mean, everyone gets trolls when they're streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get, like, weird requests? Like, let me see your feet. Take off your shirt.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Let me see.
Well, I mean, I take off my shirt anyway because I think that shit's funny as fuck. But the feet thing is a big thing. I think a good majority of my viewers, because I dance shirtless and I do stupid shit, it's to be expected are people who like it a little too much, if you catch my drift. But, what am I going to do? Hey, don't watch anybody.
Yeah, at the end of the day, views are views. Right?
Yeah. Don't be beating your meat or anything while looking at me. I'll catch you. What am I gonna do? People are gonna do that whether they're going to or not, dog.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny.
When I first started streaming, before I took my hiatus because of work, I'm pretty ssure I was like a hit in like this weird gay community because people would come in, they'd be like, "Dude, flex for me! Oh my god, your jawline is amazing! Let me like," they'd be like, fan your hair out. Is your hairline and I'd get all these weird like sexual things, and they're all from dudes. So I was just like, whatever, man. I'll follow you if you show me something.
It felt good though, didn't it?
It makes you like smile in this weird way. Like, dude, am I a Twitch thought? Like, what am I doing?
I thought that too for a second. I went through that phase like, yo,
I'm like a weird version. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, do I have to put on a shirt or something? Fuck me, dude.
It's like, I'll follow you if you show me your toenails. I'm like,
yeah,
dude, that is a weird request, but okay.
It's something.
All right, I hear you have a story about shrooms.
Oh, yeah. So, I call them vegetables. I've never done shrooms in my life. Don't do drugs, kids.
Yes.
But I may or may not have done about 8 grams of vegetables a couple weeks ago, and apparently, that's a lot. I didn't realize until I told my friend who I was gaming with, and he was like, "Oh yeah, dude, it's whatever. I do 8 grams all the time." But then he told me the next day, like he was freaking out. He thought he was gonna have to call like 911 or something. It's what Terrence McKenna on the Joe Rogan Experience, or not Terrence McKenna. He calls it a heroic dose. And basically, I turned off my light, fucking laid in my bed, and had a goddamn religious experience for about 8 hours. Yeah.
Do you remember anything?
Oh yeah, I remember everything. It was horrible, but it wasn't scary, which is really interesting. I was like seeing eyeballs around my room, like voices telling me a bunch of crazy shit. Like it was fucking intense. I wrote a bunch of shit. That movie, Jim Carrey's like 24 or whatever. Like what I wrote, like should be on that movie. Shit like that, dude. It was weird. It was a weird time. But then like I heard a voice in my head that was like, you know what? You're about to get fucked by life, but no matter what happens, you're gonna make it through. I'm like, all right, bet. And then as soon as I was like, all right, bet, to my head, fucking went through a tunnel. Like that Willy Wonka, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, when they go through that tunnel, that was me for 8 hours.
Trip fest.
Yeah, dude, it was intense, son. I went to the murky waters, the deep end of fucking life, bro. It was done. I met the devil and had a conversation with God at once, dude. It was the fucking...
Ask if Hell Shotgun a beer.
It was badass. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit was bad fucking ass, Jack. But
so I think right now he's drinking he's drinking
a little too
rum.
much for one day.
I would love to request not to mix. Okay, Chad is asking you to do some things, but I don't want to pressure you, because you're drinking rum right now.
Yeah.
They want to know if you would shotgun a beer, but you don't have to, because I'm not a fan of mixing alcohols inside you. So I would say you don't have to.
I do have to. It's for the people.
Unless you do it like
not have a beer.
Oh, there you go, chat. So,
but if it's for the people, hang on, give me a second. Let me know. Am I outgoing? Am I cool?
You're cool.
You're cool.
Oh, I can hear myself.
Oh shit, we don't want that. Here, I'll put it back in my headphones. Here, give me a second.
I don't know what he's doing, guys. I think he's gonna do something. He's going to get a beer for you guys. Because of this, all of you need to go to his... You need to follow this guy on Instagram. He's fucking amazing.
This one goes out to Philpsey Force. Subscribe to his channel. Or you a little bitch. You hear me, chat? Oh shit.
While you're gone, I was telling everyone
Instant clip.
to subscribe to you.
Ha 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 ha.
What were you saying? You cut out.
I said while you were gone, I was telling everyone to subscribe to you.
I appreciate that.
Is that a sticker on the shot glass, or is there something inside the shot glass?
Oh no, it's just like an old school like Route 66 shot glass.
Oh, okay.
It is dusty as fuck, but you know what we call that? We call that extra fucking protein, bro.
It's the minerals.
Yeah, the minerals, them extra vitamins and minerals. All right. 3. Oh no. Countdown for me.
Here we go, guys. In 3, 2. Oh, there he goes. Blast off.
All right.
Just like SpaceX.
Yep. Fucking higher than Elon Musk, baby.
The Randman.
So shots of rum. Is rum your usually your? I wanted to ask you this. Is rum your go-to drink of choice?
Alcohol is my drink of choice.
So in my case, rum is my drink of choice if I'm like chilling, want to take it slow. It's usually my favorite drink. Call
Make
me
sure
a bitch
to ask
or whatever.
about his stand-up comedy.
Is Malibu and pineapple. Favorite drink in the world. So delicious.
Dude, it's so good. It's so fucking. I don't like this thing where it's like, oh, you're a bitch if you drink a Cosmopolitan or whatever. That shit's good as fuck. I don't care what anybody says. I'll be a vodka bar in that shit.
So I used to hate alcohol. Well, this is the reason I hate alcohol is because I hate the way it tastes. When I started going to college, I had a roommate who was a bartender, and they were like, dude, I will make you drinks. Just come out to the bar. I'll make you things. Won't even taste like alcohol, and you'll have a good time. And they were cherry vodka sours. So I don't know if I'm promoting drinking here or not, but that is a fucking delicious drink right there. It's girly as fuck. It's got a cherry in it. It's delicious.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I hate the taste of alcohol too. If it tastes good, it tastes good. Personally, my favorite two drinks are a White Russian, and I like Irish car bombs.
Irish car bombs taste like chocolate cake.
Exactly, dude.
They're filling. They're a little filling, though. You can't do more than like 2 of those bad boys.
True. And they're pretty expensive, honestly. But I'll tell you what. I know on your podcast I look like a fucking alcoholic, but actually, even before I turned 21, I had a really intense fascination with alcohol and bartending. There's something about that. She seems so cool. Like that dude wearing a little tuxedo or whatever behind the counter mixing shit.
You're talking about classy bartending.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's badass,
the
bro.
expensive
I wanna learn
bars.
that.
Yeah, that is always kind of cool, but I've always gone to like the cheap college-style bars where the drinks are less than $5, no matter what.
Yeah, I just think it's like a really sexy look, just mixing drinks. Like, hey, what you want? All right, I got you. Serve it. Something interesting about it.
Yeah, and unless you're, as a dude, unfortunately, I think unless you're working at like a gay bar, you don't make that much in tips. Girls make a shit ton of money as bartenders. Guys make a shit ton of money in gay bars. So just throwing
It's actually funny. It's funny you say that. I like nightclubbing. I love dancing when I drink. And the only nightclub that's really popular in here is a gay nightclub. And I've gotten a few free drinks, and I've gotten people who try to eat my face after giving me a free drink. It was,
of course, yeah.
Like, I had one gorilla motherfucker. Like, when I was a lot fatter and like less like athletic, I was dancing, I was getting it. He was like, "Yo, here, take this." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." I thought it was just being nice. My fucking dumb drunk ass. I grabbed it, grabbed the back of my head like a fucking mountain lion, and tried to eat my face.
All right,
I was so scared.
We've got similar stories. So yeah, I have a similar story. Yeah, when I mean, I'm pretty open-minded as well. I had gay friends. I don't think I really do anymore. We live in different cities now, but I've gone to gay bars with them, and there was one time where this dude bought me drinks. He kept staring at me, and like my gay friends were getting all like, I don't know why I keep saying that. My friends were like, they're getting like defensive, and they're like, I was like, dude, this guy keeps staring at me. I don't really know what to do. And it's like, he probably thinks you're gay. You look like a twink. So he buys me like a drink, and then he comes over, and he just like, okay, so this dude is like Chris Hemsworth size. He's like 6'5", super muscular, and he grabs my shoulder, and he's like, hey man, like how you doing? And like all my friends get up, and they're like, whoa, 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 this guy's straight, and he's with us. And the guy's like, what? You're straight? He's like, you're straight? What are you doing here? Why are you drinking my drinks? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. I thought you were just being friendly.
Yeah, he never said you were gay, dude. Like, what?
Yeah. And then, so they kind of like scared him away. They're like, he was like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm here with my friends. And they were like, oh yeah, he's fucking here with us. And then they kind of scared him off. And then my friends were like, just so you don't know this, or just in case you don't know this, you have a line waiting for your ass going out the door as soon as you turn gay. And I was just like,
yeah.
all right. So yeah, and then I've
That's always really interesting. Like I got a bunch of free drinks and shit, but I never told anyone I was gay. If they ask, I'll be honest. I'm not gonna lie about that. But if you're buying me free drinks, fuck you. You don't know who I am.
Yeah, now you know how girls are. If you buy a drink for a girl, like, what are you expecting from her?
And honestly, to be the devil's advocate, if you're at a gay bar, I mean, it's only fair to assume that you're gay.
Yeah.
But hey, they get that shit popping. They get that dance floor popping. They don't give a fuck, son.
Yeah.
I remember I got so lit, I turned into BadManRandy and I ripped off my shirt and I was dancing with my suspenders on. And like dudes were dancing around me, but I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm feeling myself, and I was getting it. You know. Actually, I was streaming that day, and there was only like one person in my chat, and he was like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on right now?"
Where did the BadManRandy persona come from?
Okay, we got two transitions. One is my own, one is the chat's. So I'm gonna go first. Are there specific songs that make you want to take like your clothes off in public?
Yeah. To the window, to the wall. That song. Anything that's like heavy rock. Like I like Layla. There's specific songs I listen to when I want to get hyped. My number one is definitely Power by Kanye West. I like Kanye West's overconfidence. There's something appealing about it that make me confident or more confident. X Gonna Give It To You. Layla by Eric Clapton. Fucking the Beastie Boys, Sabotage. Fatboy Slim. Right About Now.
Yeah,
the Funk Soul Brother. Yeah, dude. Or Soul Man by the Blues Brothers. I have a very wide taste in music.
So the Beastie Boys and the Soul Man, is that the YouTube video you just released?
Yeah, that's a music video. Soul Man is actually my go-to karaoke song because I can't sing, but when I play that song, I can put so much like energy and like charisma or whatever into it that people don't really give a fuck if you can sing or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched your video, and I was gonna say, like, if you're a fan of criticism or not, I was like, he's not the best singer, but the fucking cojones. Like, I haven't done karaoke in the United States, because none of my friends have the confidence. Like, even if it's like the circle of friends, no one wants to do it. And like, it's a fucking blast to fucking karaoke.
It's fun, dude. It's so much fun. And the thing is, everyone thinks they need to be like really fucking good at it. No. I suck. I never pretend like I'm good. I screech my voice, I do all that shit, but I act like I'm the greatest motherfucker of all time. And then people think, who's gonna critique you?
Do you tend to like the private karaoke rooms with friends, or do you like the open, like, stage bar type things where you do it in it?
100%, I'm be real with you. I'm an attention whore. That's why I have Instagram, that's why I have Twitch, that's why I have YouTube, all that shit. I love the attention, and I love being the loudest motherfucker in the room, so I need that stage. I need the spotlight. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I want to come to California and fucking party with you.
Hell yeah, brother. Anytime, son.
Alright, so I kind of lost my train of thought, but we're gonna transition into, okay. So the chat's question was, where did the BadManRandy persona come from?
So, the name came from a friend of mine who's just good at coming up with dumbass shit, and so he just kind of said, "Hey, BadManRandy." I'm like, alright, bet. The persona kind of came into its own. Because, I mean, even look at it like this. At the start of the podcast, I'm like, hey, you can do it, blah, 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 nutrition, motivation. But as I get more into shit and more comfortable, I put on fucking luchador masks and I do shots when I'm not supposed to. And just shit like that. Like, it could be fucking bipolar, I'm not gonna lie. But there's a side of me that's, you can do it, I believe in you, motivation. And there's a side of me that's like, fuck that shit, punch me in the face, bitch. Like, let's dance, let's rock and roll, you know? And BadManRandy's just a more energetic, dumbass side of my my persona.
Yeah. And like I said...
Has he ever been arrested?
Before this... Okay, we got another question, but... like I was saying before, yeah, I totally subscribe to the whole, like, philosophy that people have their masks. Everyone has different personalities that they tend to lean into in different circumstances. And of course, the more comfortable someone is the more crazy usually someone will get. But yeah, I totally. I don't think I'm not a psychologist, so I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, absolutely, you're not bipolar. But I don't think anyone. You're bipolar, for instance. Like, I think it's normal. I think you're quite normal. I don't know how to describe that.
I get it.
You're badass, is what it is. And anyone who's badass knows how to socially engage in different environments and have a good time.
I feel it. It's possible I'm bipolar. I've been to therapy for like depression and shit. Like when I say I was depressed, it's not a joke. But it's weird because some days I'll wake up. I mean, look at who I am. Look at what I do. Luchador mask, dancing shirtless, whatever the fuck. You know, the stories of girls shitting in the fucking hotel, whatever. That didn't happen all that long ago. Yet I'm going to school and interning at Google online. I'm going for project management. I'm working to lead a team of people in the tech industry at Google. Yet, I'm that person and the workout every day and wake up at 4 a.m., lift weights, yada, 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 eat right, eat healthy, be kind to each other. I am that person. I'm Alex. I'm that individual. At the same time as I feel like I'm that, I also feel
Best
just as
story
real
ever
and just
told
as
on this
legitimate when
podcast
I'm
was the
Randy.
girl
I just
shitting
give
in
it
the
a
hotel
fucking name
room,
because it makes it
LOL.
easier. Drink, do substances as much as you want, be an asshole, don't break the law. Break the law, dance shirtless with fucking men and women, whatever, go to hotels and have people ruin the fucking toilet. Both of those I feel like are equally me, but I just feel them at different times,
Yeah, and I think that's normal for humans to kind of experience. I think that's why they always personified that with like the angel and the devil on your shoulder. In like old school shows or cartoons or whatever, like
Yeah.
it's just like your conscience, I guess. But yeah, I think everyone has. Okay, so you just reminded me of like this one saying that when I was younger, I especially agree with, and I think it was J.P. Morgan who said this, but he said, he says man, but he's talking about humans. Like, men have two reasons for their actions: the good reason and the real reason. And once you can find the real reason, you'll know who that person is. So he used to say, like, people who like donate to a charity, do they technically believe, or like, are they trying to promote the charity, or are they trying to promote themselves, type of thing?
Get it. Can it not be both, you don't think?
I mean, it could be both. Like I said, like I kind of believed this when I was a lot younger. Along with the other saying perception is reality type of thing. Doesn't matter what reality is, it's how people perceive it, and that is their reality, I guess. But
I hate talking about myself, but it's like the only reason I feel like it's different is because when I'm Randy, I talk shit about people who are Alexes. When I'm Alexes, I talk about people who are degenerates like Randy.
No, yeah, I completely agree. Like, there's, like, some of my viewers can probably say this too. Like, when I turn on, like, I call it my relationship train wrecks on Sunday nights, I will dog on these people. I will talk all kinds of shit to them. But I mean, like, no ill will. I think I'm just, like, an asshole criticizer. But then at the same time, in private, I will say the same things about myself. Like I will even say, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a lazy, garbage human being. I can't believe I just ate a Cheeto off the floor. This is why I'm single. Like, yeah. So I think everyone kind of does it. I don't know. I feel like I'm going off on a weird tangent.
No, bro, we're having a podcast. Everything's on topic. I think when it comes to that, also, I'm a little faded, so tell me if I get off topic. Well, I think when it comes to talking shit about yourself, it's important. I think you have to be critical of yourself. When I can't say like, hey, I'm just a little chunky. I was just a baby weight. People used to tell me that. No, I look in the mirror and I say, you know what? I'm a fat motherfucker. It's good to be. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I agree. I think what is supposed to happen is you're supposed to be your harshest critic.
Yes.
Or people tend to be their harshest critic. I don't know how that works, but yeah.
It's important to be. It's important to be your harshest critic. But if I'm going to say I'm a fat motherfucker or I'm stupid, let's say I'm fat, stupid, and ugly. Okay. Well, I can say that, and it's unhealthy in and of itself. But if I add, all right, I'm fat, so let's work out and lose weight. I'm stupid, let's get knowledgeable. I'm ugly, let's take better care of my hair, skin, or whatever.
Yeah, I
self-deprecate, but give yourself a way to get out of that mindset.
Yes. Yeah, don't just point out the problems, add solutions. That's what criticism's all about. If you're not adding some type of solution or a thought to a solution, and you just break yourself down all the time, you'll that's all you're going to do. You're just going to keep you're going to keep digging the hole.
Constructive criticism. Saying you're a piece of shit is just as bad as saying you're a piece of shit without giving away to get better is just as bad as saying you're the greatest ever but not giving a reason why you're the greatest ever.
Yeah. I completely agree. Okay, so a question from the chat. Weird transition. Have you ever been arrested?
No.
Have you ever
the
been...
reason...
Okay. No. Say that. Keep going.
I'm willing to be arrested. I don't care. I want to do crazy shit. I mean,
have you ever been detained?
No.
Okay.
No, I have not. I've had like police pull me over and shit, and like public drinking and tickets and shit like that. But allegedly, I want to self-incriminate in case Google sees this and my internship fucking thing. But the reason I don't want to do anything like that is because I live with my grandmother. And I think if she had to like have call her for bail or something, it would destroy her. Yeah. So once I move out, or once whatever, I move to another state. I mean, I'll do shit. I think going against the establishment, like graffiti or whatever, it's dope as fuck. And if you're not hurting anybody, like I would never rob anyone or do anything like that. But I think being a rebel is kind of like the foundation for like American ideals. This country was founded on rebelling and going against what's already there.
What do you think about the okay, so I live in Houston and we have like famous graffiti, and sometimes the city has like painted like there's this overpass that says like be someone, and it's always been graffitied and it's like huge. At one point the city painted over it as like their cleanup project or whatever, and people flipped out, so the city commissioned that same graffiti artist to repaint it over the overpass downtown.
Really? That's fascinating.
What do you think about that? Like,
I don't like it, and here's why. I think the fact that it was there and it wasn't supposed to be there is a foundation for graffiti. I think that the fact that the city paid him to paint it again means that someone else who shouldn't paint over it should go and paint over it. Because that's kind of what it is. It's always a cat and mouse chase. The government or leader or whatever, the man, if you want to call it, is the cat. The people who rebel and go against the norm or whatever are the mouse. I think it's not what is done, it's the reason behind it. And I think if no one gets hurt directly, I think it's fine. I like that fighting, going against what's already there spirit. I think if I ever make it, if I'm ever, God willing, a billionaire or trillionaire or whatever the fuck, I would hope that people would protest me and go against me. Because that's what life is about, going against what's already there. The next generation is going to question what I'm going to do. I'm going to not like the next generation. That's just how life works,
So I think, are you technically a generation under me, or are we the same thing? I don't really know.
I am. Whatever millennials are, I'm after that. Z? I think I'm a Z, barely.
Okay. When I was growing up, I think I was called a .comer, and then like within the last like 10 years, they redid it, and then I became a millennial. And I was like, how do millennials, like, I didn't grow up with a cell phone. Cell phones became popular when I was a senior in high school.
Okay.
So I graduated in 2003. I had a cell phone when I was a senior, but it was, the Nokia green screen. It wasn't the Nokia that was like, I guess, a meme now, that you could like throw against the wall and it
won't be destroyed.
Yeah, it wasn't that one wasn't even out yet. Mine I called mine the brick because it was about the size of like a brick, of like a building. It like wouldn't fit in your pocket. Like it had a green screen.
Oh.
Like I don't even think it like saved numbers.
Yo, that's dope. I
And
love
like
it.
it had the antenna that you could like pull out. Like
And you had to like extend it, dude.
yeah, and I think in 2003, that was when the little Nokia came out. In 2004, that's when the Razor came out. The flip phones started coming out.
Okay.
And then yeah, in 2004, that's when they started coming out with like color screens and all that nonsense. And what was it, like 2005, 2000? It was 2006, I think, that it wasn't the iPhone, but it was the non-phone, the little mini iPad. I don't know what the fuck it was called. It was like an iPhone, but it didn't have the phone on it. And then the next year, they added the phone feature and they called it the iPhone. I have no idea what it was called.
Like an iPod?
Maybe it just was an iPod Touch.
Yeah. I had one of those.
Yeah, and it looked like the iPhone, but it didn't have a phone part.
It was like a lot skinnier, huh?
Yeah, and then like the next year they brought out the iPhone, like first generation iPhone, and then from there smartphones took off. Yeah, so I grew up in junior high and high school not having a phone. I memorized phone numbers. My kitchen phone had a wire, like a 20-foot wire. When people called, like you had to talk to their parents and be like, "Hey, can I talk to Steve?" or "Hey, can I talk to Ashley? May I ask who's calling?" It's motherfucking Philpsey. Like,
when you want to talk to the girl and you have to talk to their dad first.
yeah,
and shit.
yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Yeah, so, and like, the internet came out when I was 10 years old with America Online, so.
Yeah, dude, AOL.
Yeah, and like, I think I grew up with AIM, AOL Instant Messenger, like stuff like that. MySpace, because Facebook didn't go public until 2006, 2007.
Yeah, MySpace used to be the spot.
Yeah.
It used to be MySpace, and then Facebook kind of just took over MySpace.
Yeah, because Facebook was public for college students only, and I think until 2006.
That's right. I mean, honestly, I didn't have like Xbox Live or internet until I was like 16, because that's when I moved in with my grandmother on this side. So I actually grew up in a very like conservative Catholic, like old school Mexican household, with my grandparents, my abuelita and abuelo. Like I grew up in their household. We go to church every Sunday and shit. Don't talk to women. Don't do this. Don't do that. And so I moved in here, and then I was like, "Yo, what the fuck is the internet, dude? Like this shit's lit."
It's a series of tubes.
Dude, the first time I ever saw porn was because I was watching Family Guy, and I saw that episode about Quagmire with the really big right arm.
Oh,
I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?
Internet?
Why is his arm so big? What's porn?" Dude, fucking want a Newgrounds hentai. Like I was like, oh, and I wanted my grandma's laptop, and I didn't know about internet history, so we had to have a conversation. So fucking awkward, dude.
I bet.
And she
those are the
and
worst.
she has like a friend that's older than her. That's like her technology friend or like geeky friend, even though she's not at all. And they had like a group conversation with me. It was the fucking most embarrassing day of my life, dude. It was horrible.
So you don't have any like older siblings or anything like that? Yeah,
nah, I hung out in my room. You know, this is kind of the spot for the first or later years into my teenage and early years in my adulthood for a cool minute.
Yeah, unfortunately, my brother's 4 years older than me, so I learned most of this bullshit from him. But yeah, at the time, I don't think the internet was really a thing. So like, he'd come home from like high school and be like, "Dude, I borrowed this nudie video from my buddy in high school," and he'd be like, "Come in here and watch this." And I'm fucking like 12 years old watching porn with my brother.
Oh my god, dude, that's crazy.
And I'm like, "What is this?" And he come home with like Playboys and stuff like that. I'm like, what? This is fantastic.
Or the best is when they're like, "Hey, yo, dude, you guys see this? It's called Two Girls, One Cup. My friend just showed me. It was fucking crazy."
Yeah, so I was already, I think I was like 19 or 20 when Two Girls, One Cup came out. And I think I got like 4 seconds into the video, and then I had to turn to and watch my friend. And I just watched his face the whole time. And like Kids in the Sandbox, I don't know if you've seen that one.
I heard of it, I think.
That one's a horrible one. That one is a girl putting a dildo into the front part of a man.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, so wrap your brain around that kind of biology. Going in the pee-pee hole.
That's crazy, dude. Fuck. Damn.
Yeah,
That's intense.
that is intense. Oh man, I don't even know what topic we were on before this.
I don't either. We low-key went off topic.
Yeah, we were talking about like generations.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
All right, we talked about video games a little bit. This is technically a video game channel, even though it's kind of turned into a variety channel. Do you have any favorite video games, or can you remember the first video game you ever played?
The first time I remember playing a video game was when my dad, somehow, he probably stole it. He was that type of guy. he like stole a PS1 and brought in like this really shitty cardboard box. I was like, here, happy birthday, and he went to go fuck off. And it had the original Crash Bandicoot. That was the first video game I ever played, I believe. But the first video game I remember like fucking falling in love with was, I think like Pizza Hut had like those demo CDs.
Yeah.
And I think I got like the original Metal Gear Solid, or like the original 3D Metal Gear Solid. And I played that and I was like, yo, I love it. But it was just a demo, so it ended in a really shitty part and I never played the rest of it.
Yeah.
But one that I really like, the original Halos before 343 got into it, Metal Gear Solid, are both like love. I love them. The story, just everything about it's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
Hideo Kojima killed it. Bungie killed it. The only one I really like that maybe isn't a franchise that I remember, maybe Heavy Rain. I really, really liked Heavy Rain on the PS4. That was a cool one.
I've never heard of that one, I don't think.
Yeah, it was like a movie that you like take part in. You play as the characters. It's not really a video game. I mean, it is, but
Gotcha.
It's like a movie.
It's kind of like one of those games where it plays like cutscenes that you kind of react to, maybe.
Kinda. You ever play like Detroit?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, it's like that.
What's the fuck? The Indiana game, the Indiana Jones type of game. I forgot what that was. Uncharted.
Yeah, it's kind of like Uncharted. A little less indirect, like direct actiony. It was more like drama. It was like if you got a fucking soap opera and could play as the characters, I guess. A lot of dialogue and interesting shit like that.
Cool.
Oh, I think it was actually based off of this older PS2 or PS3 game, but I can't remember what it's called.
In the
Temperature Celsius.
In the Metal Gear
Celsius.
Solid type games, did you ever believe in the kind of conspiratorial storyline?
I was too young to really understand what the fuck they were talking about, but it was so goddamn fascinating. The Patriots, the government, shadow government. I was like, I don't know what these guys are talking about, but holy shit, this is interesting. And I ended up looking into it. There's some like conspiracy theories I think are interesting. Most of them I don't really take too seriously, but they're fun as fuck to learn about, dude.
Yeah, I agree. As like an entertainment factor, I love conspiracies. I don't really subscribe to any. When I was younger, I probably subscribed to plenty, but I think I've wrapped my head around how to critically think now. I kind of come at everything as a skeptic at this point.
Yeah, no conspiracy theories. I think like you know, the Loch Ness monster or the moon landing or whatever. I think those are not real. You know,
Or like flat Earth,
like,
hollow Earth.
yeah, like anything too out there, I don't believe. But like you know, Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, that's not even a conspiracy theory. Shit like that. Shit that's like it seems feasible. You know.
Yeah, that's probably. I don't know if that is a conspiracy, but yeah, I would probably say that Jeffrey Epstein probably didn't kill himself.
Yeah, I mean he didn't, but there's I don't even know if I call that a conspiracy theory, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. People need to be reminded.
Jeffrey Epstein did not fucking kill himself. Investigate 311.
But you don't really believe in any like the monsters, Bigfoot, Loch Ness, Mothman, Chupacabra, giant squid,
No.
megalodon, giant cannibals.
Some of the shit that's like with pyramids and Stonehenges and shit like that, I think is interesting because we don't know what the fuck happened that long ago. But anything that's like modern, like there's monsters and fairies and shit floating around, I don't think is very real.
What about aliens?
Oh yeah, aliens are. I mean, hopefully they're real.
Yeah.
That guy who did the original Cosmos, something, some sciencey guy.
Yes, I forgot his name too. Yes.
Yeah, he has a quote that says, "I think it's just as scary to think there's life in this universe as it is thinking that there's no life in this universe." And I think sheerly by the number of planets and stars and shit there has to be. You know, we can't just be the only exception in the fucking infinite galaxy. You know.
Yeah, I would hope that there is something else besides us out there. I mean,
Yeah.
the chances are pretty high. Now, whether or not they have visited us and or rule our government, I would say is less likely, but
They visit us, maybe. They don't rule our government. Are they little green men? Probably not. I think they're beyond our comprehension of what they would fucking look like because we have nothing to base it really off of except for what's already here.
the original guy who hosted the Cosmos was Carl Sagan,
Yeah, that's right. Carl Sagan.
and Neil deGrasse Tyson does the new one.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so, okay, so what do you think about the whole the new SpaceX launch, NASA? Are you happy that we're going back into space? Do you think it should be privatized? No.
I think it should. I think it should be privatized because it'll get done better. But I wish it wasn't privatized and NASA was more efficient. Because I'm somewhat patriotic and I wish NASA would just get their shit together themselves without it having to be privatized. But I think we'll get more done if it is privatized. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. I could definitely, yeah, a private company can definitely cut through a lot more tape, especially with insurance reasons. Like, you have I forgot what insurance calls it, but you have like an acceptable risk of loss or something like that.
Yeah.
In scuba diving, the military actually has the highest acceptable loss risk when it comes to human life. But I think in space, it was actually the opposite, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, fucking space versus the ocean. Although I saw this video on like not Delta Force, that's a special operations group, but it was something like you can get trapped in like pockets of air when you're like underneath and like scuba diving and shit. That was some scary shit, bro. Scuba diving is not for the faint of heart. God damn.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends on what kind of scuba diving you're doing. Yeah, and I would say definitely brief yourself on the dive before you do it. Don't just put on gear and start swimming down.
Yeah, dude. It's scary shit.
All right, I feel like we're getting a little too serious. So let's lighten the mood.
Yeah.
Do you have any more like wacky stories?
You said wacky stories?
Yeah, sorry if I cut out. Okay, let's talk about this. Trolls. When they come into your stream, how do you react to them? Do you feed them? Do you love on them? Do you fucking tell them to get lost? Like, what is your go-to?
I feed them because that's how some of my followers came about. I talk shit back. They call me fat. I call them a motherfucker. You know, most of the people who came to troll, they're like, "Yo, man, you know, first time I came to the stream, I came here to troll you, but you talk shit back and you took it in such stride." And I was like, "Hey, you're pretty cool."
Yeah, that's what.
And a lot of the trolls that I have know, like, if people hack my stream or whatever, they're like, "Yeah, I used to do. I hack other people's streams, so if they do that, you just gotta do X, Y, or Z or whatever." And befriend the trolls, because I mean, the people who are going against you, you gotta befriend your enemy or whatever. Plus, it's funny as fuck. I think if they talk shit, that makes my stream more interesting. you know,
right, yeah.
I like it when people talk shit. Better than just having an empty chat.
That is true. Right now,
Yeah.
right now, our chat has gone silent, unfortunately.
That's all right.
Do you have like a I guess we're gonna get back into to knowing you. Do you have any like favorite movies that you?
Number one favorite movie is *Inglourious Bastards* by Quentin Tarantino. I love World War II and I love Quentin Tarantino, and that's like the best of both worlds.
There you go. Awesome.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen it?
Maybe 8 times.
That's respectable. That's respectable.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not really sure if I asked you this already, but your motivation in life. What do you have any like characters or heroes that you like look up to?
For Alex, my hero is David Goggins.
Who's that?
He's a guy who was like 350 pounds and he lost weight and joined the Navy SEALs. He was a lot on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he has a book called Can't Hurt Me. I just identify with it a lot because he said he had like a learning disability, and I had that, and he was fat, and I was depressed. You know, I identify with it a lot, and now he like does ultra marathons and like the, Death Valley, Badwater, 200s or whatever, just like running and just doing inhuman shit. That's my idol for Alex. For BadManRandy, it's definitely Filthy Frank. I like how cancer and toxic he is, and I like how little he gave a fuck. Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you know a lot about Filthy Frank? Do you know like he kind of he distanced himself from that character?
Yeah, he's not Filthy Frank at all.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that as like a fan?
I think people grow out of things. I respect it. I have no hate. I mean, he wants to do what's best for him. If he feels music is his passion, hey, go on.
His music is damn good, yeah.
Yeah. I low-key kind of like to think I'm the Filthy Frank of Twitch. Because, I mean, I fucking broke and caused, like, hundreds of dollars in damage to my room. Just fucking because I thought it'd be funny. Yeah, I was dancing to, like, X gonna give it to you, and I fucking did a shot, and, like, I was doing a spin, and I accidentally, like, kicked my TV and broke it. It used to be right there.
Oh, damn.
But it was for the people.
Would you say that it was an accident, or do you think you down low purposely did it?
I was drunk, and it was kind of an accident, but kind of like I wanted to fuck something up, I guess. I don't really know.
Yeah, I know how that is. My drinking persona is very much like that. I definitely, if I get confused about something, my corpse will get destructive. Like one time we were camping, a big group of us. It was like 20 of us camping by the river, and I got technically blackout drunk. And the only reason I know is because people like to take videos of me. So there's a video of this going out there. I got confused on them playing beer pong. And I don't know, like I know how to play beer pong, but apparently my drunk self didn't understand what was happening. And I ended up getting angry and flipping the table.
Hell yeah.
But then like one of the guys like yelled at me. They're like, "Oh, you, god damn it, like what is wrong with you?" And then I felt like a bad dog. Like it's such a weird video. And then I pick up the table, I clean everything up or whatever. The table is like still messed. It was a folding table, so it's still like it's still not flat. It's like bent a little bit. And I can't figure out how to make the table flat, so I end up like jumping on it. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so I definitely know. Yeah, my confused drunk self, I can get very destructive.
That's funny as fuck. Beer pong's boring as fuck. Everyone does that shit. A bunch of suckers play that. If you flip the table while we're playing beer pong, like, hey, let's rock and roll. Like, well, I don't know.
Like in the video, I was asking him questions.
Like,
I was like, wait, what are you doing? Like, what's the point of this? What? I don't understand. Like, wait, I can slap it? I can't? Like, I was legit asking questions, and they were, like, ignoring me. So I think it was because I was being ignored that my drunk self was like, you know what, fuck this, fuck you. And, yeah, I just went to... And then they started yelling at me, and then I tried to, like, fix everything.
No,
it's
dude.
A very strange video.
If you can focus enough to play beer pong, you're not at a real party. If it's a kickback, okay, cool. But if you're partying, someone has to have a black eye. Someone has to get hurt. Someone has to go to jail. Something has to get broken. If it's a party, you can't. You gotta be defending yourself. You can't be fucking playing beer pong. The fuck.
Yeah. I think we were camping and it was still chill. Like, it was at the beginning of the party, but for some reason I was getting these mixed drinks of, like, it was like 3 vodkas and, like, some flavored thing. It was this weird trash can punch, and I was fucking downing it. And everyone else is, like, drinking beer and having a good time. And I was just like, nope, today's my drunk day. Here we fucking go.
Here we go. Get ready.
So, yeah, I was a handful on that day.
That's awesome, dude. That's cool. I respect it. Fuck those guys.
No, but they loved it, I think, secretly. Because, I mean, they took videos of it, like, I'm also that type, like, I'm curious. Like, there's another video of me going up to the biggest guy there, and I was asking him to hit me in the stomach, because I wanted to know if he could knock the wind out of me, which I think after, like, the 8th hit or something like that, he finally got it. But yeah, I kept telling him to hit me. I was like, yeah, it took him like 8 times. You gotta hit it right. You have to, like, hit someone right in the diaphragm. It's not the stomach. So it's I don't know. The video is very strange, but yeah, it was like his 8th hit where he finally got me, and I went down, and I was just like, I was like, and then when I come back up, I'm like, you got it, yeah, fuck yeah, and I, like, gave him a hug.
Hell yeah.
And then he was like, dude, I don't know what's wrong with you, but you're fucking awesome.
Dude, because it's like, if you go to a party, you don't want, like, okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. You want something to go wrong. I think no one wants to admit it, but someone wants someone to do something fucking crazy to, like, ruin the night, I guess. I don't know.
So I hate talking about myself on these podcasts, but yeah, on that same camping trip, apparently I do this every time I'm drunk. I guess the best way to describe it is, I don't know, did you ever do the trust fall thing?
No, I was always too afraid to.
Well, apparently I like to do it with planet Earth. No one will be around me, and I would have just, I'll proclaim trust fall, and I'll cross my arms, and I'll just fall. And I'll be completely by myself, and I'll just land on the floor. Yeah, there was, like, videos of me doing that, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me? Like, we're camping, at one point,
hilarious.
Like, there's, like, rocks, and I'm doing it on the rocks. And people are just like, what is he doing? And I'm just like, trust fall, and I'm just like, boom! Like, dude, there's no one around him. So
dude,
I have
if you did
I
that,
get retarded.
That's hilarious. I love that so much. I actually remembered, I did, you know that meme where he's like, hey girl, I know we couldn't Skype tonight, but that's alright. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. And then he, like, falls. Too Mad, like, falls and hits the back of his head.
Yeah.
I did something like that when I was really toasted. I did that, hey girl, that's alright, blah blah blah. And I fell backwards, smacked the back of my head, and the next day my head hurt so fucking much, dude.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Fortunately, I haven't woken up with, like, extreme injuries or anything like that. Or hospital trips, I guess, knock on wood.
That's good.
Okay, speaking of that, have you ever been to the hospital because of an injury, broken bones, stitches?
No, actually, I haven't.
Wow, lucky man. Lucky man, you need to go on
Not
Reddit.
yet.
Go on Reddit. Get on that, I don't even know what it is, Milk and Bones
Never
subreddit.
Bone.
Yeah, there you go. We got a no broken bone boy here, guys. Solid.
Hell yeah.
Solid.
That's a bummer, bro. I'm trying to get hurt. I didn't go to the ER. Fuck, dude. The only time I think I was ever admitted to the ER is I got really bad pneumonia because after work I was being a randy and I got drunk like with a prostitute and a couple of junkies behind a food max at 2 a.m. And I smoked like a whole pack of cigarettes because the junkies were stressing me out and the prostitute was trying to solicit me. And I didn't know how to react. And so I smoked like a whole pack of cigarettes, and when I got back home, I went for a 4-mile run, and I passed out. And I realized I got diagnosed with like pneumonia after like 2 days
damn, yeah.
in the ER. No, it's fucking hilarious. I was a dumb motherfucker for doing that. Don't even feel sorry for me. It's like, hey, how'd you get pneumonia? Oh yeah, so it started off with me drinking with these prostitutes and junkies, right? Like, I just think it's funny.
Dang. I mean, you've definitely have some strange stories.
Yeah,
But
I think the only real people I've ever met are homeless people, prostitutes, like people who would consider like the bottom of the barrel in society. Because like if you're at that level, what are you gonna lie to me about? What are you gonna get from me? Are you gonna tell me you got this great job? Apparently not. The truest motherfuckers you can meet are the people on the street.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Sometimes they're a little. I don't know how to describe.
They will stab you though, so you gotta watch out for those guys. They will stab you and take all of your money and sleep like a baby that night. So
yeah, don't disrespect them. Sometimes,
yeah.
As soon as they get the crazy eyes, don't disrespect them.
Yeah, dude.
I would definitely say that.
Like I've doing security, I've had guns pulled on me and shit, and I don't worry about people who say they're going to shoot you. I worry about the people who don't say shit. Like if I see a junkie, I know he'll do something. So hey, if you want my money, here, take it.
Yeah.
Like
what level?
The people who hesitate.
What levels? I don't know how they do this. Maybe in California, but what level of security did you do? Were you armed? Did you have mace? Just a flashlight?
I was unarmed, but I bought like a baton, a taser baton, and pepper spray. But I never really need to use it because I'm not gonna fucking pull out the taser when the guy is. The only time I had a gun pulled on me was I was guarding a Taco Bell, and apparently that Taco Bell is getting robbed a lot for some reason. And I was inside, and we got a report of someone robbing people in the drive-thru. So they sent me out, locked the door behind me, and I go to the drive-thru, and behind one of the cars, a guy has a gun, and he's like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? He tried to rob me. I gave him my shit. Like, what the fuck am I? Am I gonna pull out some mace or something? Like, come on. Hey, stop! I have mace. Like, no, fuck that. And I knew the police were coming anyway, so it wasn't a big deal.
Did anything happen? Did the police catch him or anything? Do you know?
Yeah, they caught him, and I had to like file a report to get my shit back. But it's whatever. I quit. I quit that night, and then I applied to the vocational trade that I'm in right now. I was like, I get paid less than the Taco Bell employees. You have me fucked up.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Fight Club moment.
Hmm?
Yeah. So it was kind of like an epiphany, maybe, for you?
Yeah,
Like,
dude. It was like I'm done with this shit.
It isn't worth risking my life for.
And I was already losing weight and feeling better about myself, so I was like, why the fuck am I still doing this? Fuck this. I'm gonna go better myself.
Cool. Yeah, you're definitely on a fucking fantastic track, and everyone should subscribe to at least one of your Instagrams because they are fucking amazing.
I appreciate it. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, no problem. Like I will watch your videos.
Bro, this podcast NIS fire.
Sorry, we got a weird chat.
Stop
this
it.
podcast is fire, apparently. I mean, I hate to keep going to like the serious, I love you, man type of stuff, but the fact that you motivate me is amazing to me.
I appreciate it. Thank you for saying that.
Anytime. I'm gonna go into like one more serious thing. It doesn't have to be serious. You could even joke about it if you want. Has the coronavirus affected you in any way? I hope it hasn't, but
the only reason it has was because I was such an introvert and I stayed in my room all the time, and I was like, fuck this, I'm going to school. And I was around hella people at once, and as someone who I was kind of sheltered, it was a surreal experience. And just as soon as I acclimate to being around people my own age for so long, I'm back in my room again,
Yeah.
But I'm picking up a job and I'm doing other shit. So, and it's getting better where we are. So I'm going out a little more. Nowhere to bars or anything anytime soon, but it is what it is.
So your school went totally online?
Yeah. Job Corps and the other vocational school went online.
Have they made any type of announcements of when they might start doing in class again?
They're not. I'm going to be in until January.
Oh damn! And they just moved everything online.
Yeah, and I graduate in January, and then I'm done.
Damn. And
It's whatever though.
yeah, that's true.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? When you go out, I don't know how California is. Do you guys have to wear masks or anything?
It's suggested, and I still need to get some. I ordered some. They're gonna be coming on Saturday.
Legit.
There's a curfew and just shit like that. You know, it's suggested, but nothing's really required right now, other than we have to be home by 8. But that's mostly if you're downtown, because that's where the Corona shit is most prevalent.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking coronavirus. People, like I said, I live in Texas. People are already like, I'm surrounded by people who think that it's not a real thing. People aren't really affected. It's just stupid. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and people have their own opinion. I mean, I know a lot of people have opinions on everything, and I respect it. But I'm gonna do whatever I think is the right thing to do for me, and I'm gonna whatever they want to do. Hey, I can't stop them from doing their shit. And who am I to tell you? Hey, don't do that.
Yeah. I kind of agree. I mean, I feel like different places could definitely handle
Like
different
where
things
does he want it to end up?
better. But I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't reemerge. Hopefully we can get this shit under control. I hope everything for the fucking best. We're gonna get back. Let's get back to you. Your stream. This is from the chat. People want to know, what is the ultimate goal for your stream or maybe your videos? Like, ideally, how do you want to end up? Hold on, you cut out a little bit.
I said I have no fucking idea, because some days I see myself being a billionaire CEO. Some days I see myself traveling a lot, going to shitty parts of the world and just meeting people. Some days I see myself being a streamer, comedian. There's so much shit that I want to do. I can't pinpoint where I want to be as an endpoint. I think I heard a quote when watching this cooking show, and there's like celebrity on it. He says, "What do you want your legacy to be?" He said, "I want to be known as rich as shit and kind as fuck." And that's kind of what I want to do. I want to be rich as shit and kind as fuck.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing, but mine, the one that I heard is, if you became famous, what is it that you want to become famous for? The idea behind it is, do you want to be... He was kind of dogging on people who, I guess, stream, but they don't actually do anything on their stream. They just, like, play Valorant, or they just play something, and, like, they don't involve their fans or their chat or anything like that. They just fucking stream their face playing a video game. Like,
I hate that.
Why should you become famous?
I hate that so much. I tried streaming video games on Twitch and it doesn't work for me. Because, I mean, and I don't even watch Twitch. When you really think about, what streaming games is, what is it? You're consuming a media and having people watch you consume the media. It doesn't take any effort or work. I don't want to be successful and known for playing video games. I think that it's whack. I want to be known as that, you're the dude who fucking, fell through a fucking third-story window because you were IRL streaming and weren't looking where you're going. You're the dude who got arrested on stream because you were punching a fucking, I don't know. Like, I want to be known for something at least that's interesting and not just, hey, you're the guy that got that kill streak on Warzone that one time. Wow.
Yeah, I agree. I'm kind of torn, because I think, like, yes, I believe if you want to become famous as an entertainer, you have to provide some type of entertaining content. Yeah, so
if you're just playing games, you're just a commentator. Like, the best way to put it is, my end goal is to be known as an entertainer, whether that's for poetry, music, rap, music videos, movies, film, whatever the fuck, motivational speaking. I don't know. Whatever it is, as long as it's interesting, entertaining, and gets people going. That's it. If I just fucking get drunk on Captain Morgan and yell and scream and dance and shit, it's entertaining, and I fucking love doing that. If I'm famous for just being that fucking asshole drunk on Twitch, hey, I'm cool with it, because it's fun. I enjoy it.
Are there any... Okay, one, I got a comment. You're never going to be the famous guy in Warzone because you're trash. And then they laughed. But then
I'm trash.
Yeah, I suck at that game too. I've only played it like twice. Are there streamers or anything that that make you question reality?
Any streamers that make me question reality?
I don't know how to put this, but okay, so like Sauce Ron. I call him Sauce Man. He's got his own like music clip on my channel. It's fucking fantastic. It's from Tim and Eric. He's always making me comment on Airsoft Fatty. I don't know if you know who that is. But it's like this dude who he was YouTube.
I know who it is.
Okay, yeah. So I end up like commenting on a lot of his videos all the time, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? How does he fucking make it? I guess he's being interviewed by Barstool Sports. He's getting like trips to like New York and Chicago. Like, what the fuck? Like, his is like a no effort stream, but at the same time, he's got like original content, even though it's like I would call it low quality. What the fuck? Is there anything is there anybody like that, like for you or?
Not really. I kind of do this because I want there to be more people like that. That's kind of what I try to do, is make people be like, because I mean, day to day, going to the grocery store and shit, that's so fucking boring. Like, I like throwing people off. That's not to talk about myself too much, but that's the point of my stream, is like, you don't know what I'm going to do next. I go from doing sit-ups and shit to kicking my TV or throwing eggs or having a girl take a shit in the hotel and driving home. Like, the point of my stream is to make people be like, what the fuck is going on? I have no idea what this guy's about, but I like it. And that's kind of what I like, you know? That's my thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, my stream is like this weird I don't know. I probably stream games way too much. Yeah, because I definitely have more fun.
LOL, ask about the X.
When I'm doing things like this, when I'm, I guess, involved with the community /
and did his grandma ever find out about the
original
X?
content type of stuff. Yeah, but I think most of the time I stream video games because I'm just chilling out, and I want people to come just fucking hang out while I'm just doing something while I'm chilling.
And if you enjoy playing video games or whatever, more power to you.
I think I'm just a WoW addict, to be honest.
Hey, I used to be in WoW for a cool minute. I played Arcade for a while. It was like a Korean MMORPG. But, you know.
The chat wants to know about the eggs. And did your grandma ever find out about the eggs?
Oh yeah, when I threw the egg at the fireplace. No. I cleaned it up the next day. And I guess they could be referring to when I ate an egg. I thought I was Rocky. Like, because I was, like, when I go hard, like, when I'm working out and dancing and going hard as fuck, I turn into another person. I'm like, I'm fucking Rocky. I took a shot and drank a raw egg, and, like, yeah. So, to answer your question,
I might have seen that one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What is, have you done anything on your stream that you just fucking regret? Like, you'll never fucking do that again?
Oh.
That's probably good. His
next hard
no,
plan.
Because, yeah, I mean, not really. I don't. People think it's boring when I rap, like do karaoke rap. I guess I kind of regret that, because anything that, I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Getting blackout drunk. I got blackout drunk one time, and it's kind of trashy at that point. I mean, there's a level between, he's going hard, and then there's like, okay, it's kind of trashy. I don't like looking trashy. I like being an asshole, crazy motherfucker, but I don't want to be trashy, you know?
Yeah.
I guess that could be something.
I think I'm too afraid to do like a drunk stream, because I don't know what the fuck I would do or talk about. I'd probably get kicked off Twitch. Technically, the terms of service on Twitch, it even says males cannot be topless. I guess maybe that's not true.
Fuck that shit.
I think they're trying to be fair to girls, and nipples must be always covered.
So what they've said, and I get a lot of people being like, "Yo, man, you can't be shirtless on stream." What it says exactly is that the attire must fit the area. If you're shirtless in a grocery store, you'll get banned. If you're shirtless at the beach, you're fine. If you're shirtless at home, working out, whatever, it's cool. I haven't been banned, and if I get banned, hey, fuck it. My entire stream was based off my titties. So, and yo, I'm not gonna lie. I tell people this, but not too often. I low-key brag, because when I was popping, my stream died down a bit because I haven't been streaming as much. But when I was popping off, like hundreds of people on my stream, I got a lot of copycats. And a lot of people were mad and telling me to, like, tell them to fuck off. But I was like, hey, yo, you have my heart. Like, I'm getting copycats. That means I'm doing something right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the same thing kind of happened to me when I first not when I first made this channel, but when I made this channel earlier. I'm going to go back to World of Warcraft here. Before the Classic Realms relaunched, I started doing, like, guides to all the dungeons and stuff like that. And I wasn't getting the views one, I felt like I wasn't getting the views that I thought I deserved, and then two, there were a lot of people that seemed like it was just straight up copying my content and just, like, putting their own, like, overlays over it. But at the same time, it's like this information is out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually got bitter about it. I stopped making the guides, even though, like, I got comments saying, like, oh, these are some of the best guides I've ever seen. I still stopped. It demotivated me. Like, I get, like any other human being, I'm sure, I can get demotivated super fast. And I don't know. It's probably like this weird, I don't know, maybe I'm bipolar type of myself, but like.
So, what I think that happens a lot. If you're doing something well, you're going to get copycats. And people can either look at it like, people are copying me, I'll never make it, I'm going to quit. Or you can look at it like, I'm the fucking OG. If I started this shit and I change it around, if I change the fucking game, what are they going to do? You know, you got to think, like, you're doing so well that other people want to follow in your footsteps, and you can find motivation in it. Or you can find demotivation in it. I know a lot of people, because of my school switching to online, a lot of people quit. And a lot of people quit because their friends quit. And you can find demotivation in it, like, oh, they're quitting, I'm not gonna make it, I'm gonna quit. Or you'd be like, yo, fuck them motherfuckers, they quit, they can't hack it, you feel me? I bet. I'm gonna make it through and show them what a real motherfucker can do, you know?
See, in your Instagram posts, when you fucking do this, you fucking get my blood pumping. My testosterone starts rising.
All you gotta do, I'll put hair on your chest, son. You gotta grab your nuts. Alright, bet. Fucking, you gotta grab your nuts, say, hey, what the fuck do I want to do? What do I want in life? Alright, I'm gonna go after it. A lot of motherfuckers can't hack it. I used to can't hack it, but I get up every day, grab my nuts, go deep into the fucking murky waters of my mind and say, alright, what do I want? I want this, I'm gonna go for it. I might fuck up, but I'm gonna get back up and rise to the ashes like a motherfucking phoenix and go for it, son. I like doing that. That was Randy that was just talking to you.
Well, fucking Randy's the man.
You know?
I mean, you kind of describe Randy as more of the destructive type, but at the same time, you are the epitome of hype man. Hype man Randy.
Yeah, I guess Randy isn't really destructive and negative. He's just super fucking hype. Like, he'll break shit and ruin his fucking life because he wants you to chase your shit so hard. Like, dude, if there was a job to be a hype man, I would do that.
I'm pretty sure there are hype man jobs.
I don't think they're as popular anymore though. Exactly. Like, I want to be a mascot. Like, if I had like the athleticism to be like a mascot for a team or like a cheerleader or something, dude.
It's a professional entourage. If I fucking ever make it, I'm fucking hiring you. If you ever make it, I hope you hire me. Yeah, when it comes to, I mean, back in the day, if in the Middle Ages, you'd probably be the guy that blew the horn and did all the introductions. You'd fucking hype all the knights. Motherfucking Sir Roderick in here.
Listen, motherfuckers, put your motherfucking hands together for Philpsey Force. Alright, let's go. Woo! Subscribe to him or you're a bitch ass motherfucker. Woo! Son, just fucking rip off my shirt. Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna ask you to do this. It looks like a decent shirt. Can you rip your shirt off? No, I'm not saying you to do it. Have you ever ripped your shirt off?
Oh yeah. I've ruined a few shirts that I really like because I was so hyped into it.
Awesome.
Yeah. I can't rip this one because I really like it.
No, yeah. I'm not asking you to it. I'm just... Have you ever done it? Do you have the ability to do it? He might be doing it. I feel like I'm goading him into doing. Yep, I'm goading him into doing it. He's doing it, boys. We're getting a short rip probably. Philpsey Force exclusive. I hope someone clips this. Sauce, you better get ready for this. This is getting clipped. Oh,
Clip time.
He goes for the...
Hello?
We are back.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that.
Applause too.
Alright, count me down.
We're getting a lot of applause right now.
Okay, you gotta count me down from 3.
Alright guys, motherfucking BadManRandy is giving a Philpsey Force exclusive here. He's going to dethrone, disrobe his immaculate, pristine, white
My
shirt.
dirty-ass spaghetti t-shirt. Alright.
Here we go, chat. In 3.
Right.
In 2.
Applause 3.
In 1. Here we go, baby. This is it, motherfucking BadManRandy. Get it, son.
Here we go. Ah, motherfuckers! Woo, bitch! Subscribe to Philpsey Force, or you a little bitch! Ah!
I disagree. You guys need to get fucking all over BadManRando on Instagram.
Yeah, the neck is always really difficult because they put extra fabric there.
Yeah.
But I got a tattoo too of Jimi Hendrix. There you go.
Fucking badass. I'm pretty sure that's getting clipped, by the way.
Probably.
Oh, that is an amazing shirt.
Rock on. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Alright, now we're too quiet. I feel like that just like...
Motherfuckers, what did I say? Subscribe to him. Put your motherfucking hands together. I don't care if you're at your grandmammy's house, your dad's house, your sis. Fucking clap them motherfucking hands, baby. Alright, is that better? You gotta be clapping in your room. I don't care if we can hear you. I don't care if you're in the chat. Put your hands together.
That is true. At least put them together for BadManRandy, because he's fucking...
And pray. Put them together and pray. I don't catch you lacking and not following my man, Philpsey Force. Woo, baby. Okay, that's enough of that.
Let's get a beat going.
Only like 10.
Well, first I'm gonna go into this. The audience wants to know when is gonna be your next hard show, big show.
My what?
I don't know. I forgot
Applause
how they put it. When is your next? I'm getting applause. Hold on. When's your next hard night planned?
My next hard... Oh, when I go hard?
Yeah. Do you plan these things, or are they kind of ad-libbed?
It kind of just happens when it happens. I'll go... I can make a pinky promise to go on Sunday.
Well,
Let's do Sunday, 8 p.m.
8 p.m. your time?
8 p.m. Pacific Standard. Sunday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard.
So 8 p.m. Pacific, that's 10 p.m. Central.
Wait, no. Saturday would be better. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Saturday, Pacific Standard. Be there or be square.
Is this on your Twitch?
Yeah, I'll be on my Twitch. That's where I usually stream.
Be on his Twitch, BadManRandy.
That are my OnlyFans, but I don't really talk about my own.
The Rand Man.
My RedTube account, my RedTube live.
Oh no. Is RedTube still a thing?
I think so. I didn't want to say Pornhub. I thought that might have been too much on the fucking nose, but yeah.
Hey man, whatever it takes. No,
I'm just joking.
We barely got into this earlier. I want to get into it again real fast. that Instagram post where you're doing like that dance off, was that a stranger or was that a friend?
Oh, that was my friend.
Okay.
That was my friend. There might be a post. I made a compilation of when I went to that gay nightclub and danced with that chick, but I cut it before it got to PG-13.
Risque.
Yeah, risque. Because like I was dancing and there was a chick who was like an 8 out of 10, and I was still like a lot fatter, and I just like did a shot. I was like, I asked the bartender, "Hey, is it cool if I take off my shirt?" Because I saw some dude who had abs. I was feeling super confident. I was like, this guy has abs and he's dancing shirtless with a bunch of females. I'm like, hey bartender, can I take off my shirt real quick and show this motherfucker what's up? And he's like, I mean, yeah, I guess if you want to. And I put on I used to wear suspenders. I need to get some more. And I just danced without a shirt with suspenders on. And all the chicks went from him to me.
It's a fucking good time. Yeah, it's a fucking
it was a good time. I'm not like fucking badass sexy McGee over here, but I know how to have fun and enjoy my fucking, my thickness.
Yeah, what a lot of people don't understand is like girls like a good time. Like, sure, there's gonna be like that fuckboy in the bar in the club that'll like have their eye or whatever. Yeah, maybe they want to go home with them or something. But girls go to clubs to have a fucking good time.
The thing is, the fuckboy is like good for immediate gratification. If you want to have a kick-ass time, you hit up the fat motherfucker. Because not only will he have a good time with you, especially if he dances, but you go home with him, he's warm, and will cook you a dope-ass fucking breakfast. You feel me? Remember that, ladies and gentlemen.
My brother used to have this saying that he adamantly believed fat girls don't cheat. But then I would also...
I get the logic.
I get the logic, but I would always argue. I'd be like, no, but at the same time, like, they're not used to attention either. So as soon as someone else flirts with them, they might jump on that shit too.
It's true.
So
I can't really speak on that too much.
Yeah, he was like Army Rangers, like he was Special Forces type. So he was like that type of physical fitness. Yeah, but yeah, he'd always play it safe and date like 5 out of 10s and lower. Because he would adamantly believe no one would ever cheat on him, but every single one of his girlfriends cheated on him. So,
well, because the thing is, I learned this from fucking he's a black comedian who always give like love advice, and he was talking about this, and it kind of made sense. If you date a 5 out of 10 and you're like some bad fucking Chad, Ranger motherfucker, you're gonna build their confidence so fucking high they're gonna be like, I don't need that fucking Ranger cat. I'll get any man I want.
Yeah.
So.
I used to, I don't know, maybe I went through my MGTOW phase, I guess. And I adamantly believed that girls were always after, I always called it the BBD, which was the bigger, better deal.
Yeah.
So, especially with like these dating apps, you got like Tinder and Hinge and Plenty of Fish and OkCupid and Bumble. Yeah, Bumble. I was like, you're fucking one swipe away. Like, the people that you're technically dating, as soon as you don't match something on their checklist, they're gonna whip out that fucking roster of people, and they're gonna start swiping again. I was jaded. I don't necessarily believe that these days, but, I mean...
There's nothing more that I don't like than dudes who like shit on themselves and think only like Chads and Stacy's and all that thing, because that was me, right? I was that cat who'd go on 4chan and be like, oh, women suck, blah, 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 MGTOW, whatever. Because, alright, check this. I'm gonna be real. I've never told anyone this. I've never had a girlfriend. But, and I used to think, oh, I have to have a girlfriend, I have to have girls to make me feel like I'm a man, whatever. Why? I've never had a girlfriend. Alright, so what? Who gives a fuck? I still like myself. I like who I am. I still get chicks, right? But that doesn't make me any less of a man. Like, yeah. I'm a little faded, I'm not gonna lie. Does that make sense? Like, you got it.
I'm gonna bounce off of you, and I'm just gonna say this. I think that is normal in a men's psyche. I think we all go through this, but we never fucking talk about it. Like, even people like me, like, I would say that I am slightly more attractive than a 5.
No, you're like a 9 out of 10, Jack. Don't even give me that
But
bullshit.
okay, so
stop being humble.
But at the same time, I don't have a lot of money. So we all have that fucking excuse of why some fucking 9 out of 10 doesn't like us, or that California dime doesn't fucking like us. And my excuse was I never have enough money. I don't have the diamonds and the jewels and the fucking fancy car and the fancy house.
Yeah.
I've got like friends who are not on the attractive side, but they have like the money and the job and stuff like that. And I don't know. Guys we always have this weird excuse in our head that it's something that we don't have. And I think if we just fucking get over it,
it helps
we
you
do so much better.
It helps you cope with dealing with rejection, I think. And I can verifiably say that not having money is bullshit. Like, there's some women who are like, you have to have money, you have to have this, but most just say that. The reason I think that's bullshit is because my father is homeless, or was homeless. I haven't talked to him in a while. But when he was homeless and just barely making by, he would pull badass chicks, and I'd meet him at the chick's house. Like, he was that dude. He was just that dude.
He's got the charisma.
Homeless, fuck yeah, he had the charisma. My dad just had the charisma, and I started adopting that kind of philosophy. Like, I know dudes who I went to school with who didn't have money, didn't have a place to stay, whatever. But every weekend when we were allowed to leave from our vocational facility, they'd go to like chicks' houses every weekend because they had that charisma. They weren't shit, but they pretended like they were shit.
Yeah.
I used to think I wasn't shit, and even if I am or not, doesn't matter. I pretend like I am. I'm not good at karaoke, I pretend like I am. People dig it. I'm not good at dancing, I pretend like I am. People dig it. I'm not sexy, I pretend like I am. People, you see what I'm saying? You fake it till you make it until you actually do.
Yeah, that's always a good phrase.
Yeah. I mean, what do sexy people do? They work out. Okay, I'm going to pretend like I'm sexy and work out until I become sexy, and then, hey, I'm already there.
Yeah, and then you got another thing that you're working with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I was just saying, I think it's just something that, like, guys do where, there's always going to be an excuse. Your dick is too small, you don't have a lot of money, you don't have a lot of hair, you don't look as nice. You've got a lisp. I don't know. Someone's always gonna
because excuses make it. Yeah. Oh, sorry for interrupting you.
It's fine. I was just long story short, people blame the one quirk that they have.
Yeah, and it's like an external factor. If you have a lisp, or like you were saying, if you have a lisp, I listen to myself talk. I feel like I talk with kind of a lisp or whatever. I don't know, but
I think you're fine.
Okay, I'm just drunk. Yeah, I'm drunk and retarded. It's whatever. Sorry. No, but I look at it like, if you have something that you cannot control and you blame it on that thing, it takes it out of your hands. It's not my fault she doesn't like me. God just gave me X, Y, or Z. So it's not my fault. And it helps you cope with that, whatever is going on,
Yeah. It's a weird,
so you can
weird
blame it on someone else.
Yeah.
It's whatever. Who gives a fuck? This podcast turned into me ripping off my shirt and doing a shot of, like, fucking rum. At this point, we can't go any more off topic than we already have. Let's just be real. Look at me. Stop worrying about that, dude.
Have you done any traveling?
No, but I want to. The farthest I've ever been was I went to Colorado with my aunt to ride ATVs. But goddamn, I want to travel more than anything. I want to go to shitty places.
Is it the money? Is it what stops you?
Money, dude. I'm broke as fuck, dude.
So every time I traveled, if you ever want advice or whatever, I did it to where I applied to a company in the country that I wanted to travel to, and a lot of the times they'll pay for your flight, they'll pay for everything to go over there. You just got to work for them for like 3 months to a year, and then whatever.
Don't you need like a work permit though and a bunch of shit like that?
You contact the company and they'll like set everything up for you. Like some companies are a little, some countries are a little harder than others, but yeah, you'll get a work visa, stuff like that. So, like 75% of the companies will pay for your flight to go over there. 50% will pay for like your apartment. Like, so if you if you've got money, do it. Yeah, just travel. If you don't have money, the way I did it is I applied to a job overseas. They hired me. They paid for a lot of the stuff, set you up. You just kind of work for them a little bit. It's usually like teaching English. But yeah.
Because I mean, you gotta understand, I have no connections to where I am. I could go anywhere. Like when I thought my idea was like when I have money and I want to travel and move somewhere, I'll throw a dart at that fucking globe. I have no connections to where I am. I'm the type of cat who always dreams of just getting a van and taking off somewhere and just living on the road.
I've always been like that, but it was with like a sailboat. Like if I won the lottery, I would probably get like one or two friends that would also do it, and I would just fucking be a vagabond on the fucking ocean.
Dude, just for like a year or two, I think that'd be an amazing
Yeah.
experience.
If you won the lottery, what would you do? If you had no money problems, you had so much money. Besides doing like nice things like taking care of your family, giving away to charity, stuff like, what would you do if money was not an option?
I wouldn't give it to a charity because I want to see where the money goes directly. I wouldn't give it to my family. I'd give it to some of my family. I'm not a family man. I'm not really a traditionalist like that. What I would do is I'd buy a van, a really shitty van, really shitty clothes. I just travel the country, learning about people, learning people's stories, sleeping on couches and shit, and learning about people and who they really are and what they really do. And then when I move on to another place, I'd leave them a gift for like bringing me in or whatever. Because I think if you show people and buy flashy cars and shit, they're gonna be nice to you regardless, just because they want a piece of the pie. If you pretend like you're a broke motherfucking hippie, people are gonna take you in out of the kindness of their heart. And I think the people who have the kindness that's actually in their heart are the ones who really deserve the money and really deserve the nice things.
Dude, I've done couch surfing in the past and I've hosted it, and you meet some pretty fucking amazing people doing that.
Sure.
And it's amazing that these people will like open their homes up to someone for free. And
yeah,
a lot of the
really
times they hang
beautiful.
out with you and they'll like show you around town and all sorts of things.
Yeah, and I think those are the people who really deserve like the recognition because they don't want recognition. They don't need recognition, but they like deserve it in a sense. Cause it's kind of counterintuitive. Like some of the nicest people I've met are homeless people. Like I used to just like walk around downtown and shit. I guess I looked homeless or whatever. People are like, you want to sit with me? You want a burger or whatever? Like, I don't know. I think it's fascinating how generous.
This is going very well, dude.
Some homeless people are. It's really interesting. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, when I used to work in the diving community as a dive master, and the money is shit, but like the lifestyle, you're pretty much like a beach bum, and it was very much like a family. None of us had money, but yeah, we all like it'd be like 6 of us renting a house. We'd eat each other's food. We would hang out with like our customers. Like we would take them out to like bars and shit. Like we had no money to do this shit. And then yeah, it's amazing how like when you kind of have nothing, how like free your life actually is.
Yeah, I mean, just like hobos who ride the rails and shit. I mean, I don't like telling people this because I hate motherfuckers that brag like, oh, I volunteered, whatever. But I used to volunteer in a nursing home, and I used to volunteer at Loaves and Fishes, which is our local like give food to the homeless people type deal. And the most beautiful souls I've ever met were homeless people at Loaves and Fishes and really elderly, like about ready to kick the fucking bucket old people at the nursing home. And they're the two people who should be the most selfish. I'm homeless. I need shit. I'm about to die. I don't give a fuck. Give me shit. Ideally, if you think about it, and yet they're the two most beautiful groups of people I've met. Obviously, there's some asshole old people, there's some asshole homeless people, but that's to be expected. But in general, the most beautiful souls, I guess the best way to put it are those two categories of people. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
Yeah.
We keep getting into these weird, serious conversations.
It is what it is. It's interesting. They're interesting conversations.
If so you said you would throw a dart at the globe and just fucking go there. Is there no like location that you really want to fucking see?
like Japan. I like how
Alright.
interesting it is, and like Tokyo looks just dope as fuck. I don't know. It seems cool.
Tokyo's
There's
a lot
not
of
really.
fun.
Yeah, it looks like it is. But the places I want to go are like shitty places. I don't want to go to like Hawaii and the Hilton and Japan and like the Holiday Inn or whatever. I want to go to shitty like real places. I want to go to like the shanty towns in Brazil. I want to go to Chernobyl and see what that's like. I want to go to like Auschwitz, and I like World War II history. I think it's really fascinating. I want to see the Auschwitz Museum. I want to see the D-Day beaches. I want to see like the worst places in the world. I want to see like check out Mount Everest, whatever. Because I think that's like real shit.
I don't think Mount Everest is the worst place.
I mean, not like the worst, but it's most desolate. I mean, it's a big ass fucking mountain in Nepal.
They're starting to. I don't know if you've read anything lately, but they're starting to cut back on the tourism there because too many people are getting like hurt.
Yeah, dude, I heard it. Like a lot of motherfuckers died because they see it like on Instagram and they want to like get like a selfie or something.
Yeah.
People who are super inexperienced are trying to climb it.
So now they're trying to like push this thing where you have to have climbing experiences before you can actually fucking do it.
Yeah. I mean, I want to do shit like that too. I think athleticism is really interesting. I want to do an ultra marathon. I would like to climb Mount Everest one day, but I'm not just going to go for fucking Mount Everest. You go for K12, Kilimanjaro, if you go to small mountains.
If you ever go to China, there's a sign on like one of the highest points of the Great Wall. It's called the Great Wall, but I would call it the fucking Great Staircase, because that's all it is fucking stairs. But there's a sign at the top that apparently Mao put up there, Chairman Mao, and it says like, "You're not a man unless you have reached this sign." And it's the amount of stairs that you fucking climb on the Great Wall to get there is like baffling.
To the sign?
Yeah, to the sign. It's on the wall, and it's like this big billboard sign, and with like his portrait, and it says it in Chinese and English, and it's like, "You're not a man unless you've reached this sign."
And that kind of ties into another thing. I love that. I love when people like challenge you. Like one time, some chick called me a fat fuck when I was at school just running laps and shit. And so I did the equivalent of a marathon in laps, about 21, 23 miles, and I passed out just to say I did it. Like I like doing crazy shit. And now that you tell me that, it's a wrap. I want to do that. I'm adding that to my bucket list. I'm going to take a picture like, all right, I'm a man, bitch. Chairman Mao, what the fuck is up? See me.
There you go. We got something on the bucket list, baby. Philpsey Force added it.
Yeah, dude. And then like I'm kind of a patriot, and so I know that there's a statue of like Vladimir Lenin at the South Pole, and like another thing on there was like to go down there and take a picture with it, like with an American flag or something, just because I think it'd be kind of cool. Nothing like mean or hurtful, but just I'd be like, hey, I'm in the South Pole, Vladimir. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's just shit like that. I think it'd be interesting. I just want to have, when I die, I just want to be able to say I want to say I had an interesting life, but low key in my head, I say, all right, I want to be known as a guy who is the most interesting man in the world type deal.
Yeah. Well, I think one of my favorite songs, or at least my favorite artists, say shit like that, where it's like, you don't want to just survive life, you want to fucking live it.
Yeah, dude. Most definitely. I already have a bunch of crazy, interesting stories. I want when I'm on my deathbed to have the craziest. I want to be able to tell stories where people be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Yeah,
really
I've gotten to the point where I've probably forgotten so many stories that it takes someone else's story to like help me remember the weird shit that I've done in my life.
I've actually started cataloging some of my shit because I forget. Like when I'm down, I forget. Yo, I dance downtown. I'm confident. I do this. I do that. So I start writing it down.
My first YouTube channel it started that way. I think it was like the first. No, I shouldn't. It was my trip to Europe when I was in college, and I was just like, you know what? I probably won't remember a lot of this stuff, so I'm just gonna make like a vlog channel, even for my own. Like it wasn't for like other people to see. Like it only has like 300 subscribers or whatever. Like I didn't do it for money or anything like that. It was mainly just a free place to put my videos.
Yeah, look back on them.
And it was like hotel rooms, it was fucking parties, it was weird tourist places that I've been to. And then originally when I was thinking about like streaming and getting back into this stuff, I was just like, should I just use my YouTube channel? And then I was like, no, like that's essentially for me. So I'm gonna recreate, I guess, a brand for the whole streaming thing. But I don't know, there's a part of me that kind of wishes I used my old channel because the name was pretty cool, but because I think my stream is kind of turning into like this weird variety life thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's really weird.
There's nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, people ask me to describe my stream, and what the fuck do I say? Sometimes I motivate, sometimes I trash my room, sometimes I talk shit, rip off my shirt, sometimes I do really serious poetry and like death and shit, memento mori. Sometimes I do comedy, sometimes I do rap, sometimes I do videos. Like, there's nothing wrong with variety. I think it's almost better if you do variety because you'll get people who like different things from every like category you do. I have people who follow my channel who just like poetry, who just like dancing, who just like me being an asshole. I have people who follow me who just like motivation. But I do whatever I feel like, and then, variety's good. I fuck with it. I think you should not limit yourself or title yourself, I am a rapper, I am a musician. No. You're a person who likes a bunch of different shit, and it's interesting.
Yeah, right on. I mean, before this whole thing was set up, I didn't even know who you are. I am fucking glad that I was told about you. Because okay, so the original idea of this podcast was supposed to be more like the Eric Andre show. It was supposed to be like weird. Essentially, it was supposed to be like this, maybe a reverse of the Eric Andre show, where I had these weird people on, and I kind of low-key made fun of them. That was supposed to be the character behind this, and then it evolved into, you know what, maybe this should just turn into like a JRE type of thing. I want to have serious conversations with these people. I don't like making fun of people. I want to know what makes these people tick type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this train of thought, but yeah.
Keep going. Keep talking. It'll come out.
The original idea was kind of to just dog on people. And maybe it'll turn into that eventually. I don't really know, but
it's fun. Banter's fun. I mean, hey, this guy's fucking fat. He's taking off his shirt. Like, it's funny, dude. I mean, talking shit's a great time. As long as you don't say like overtly like. Really, I think you can say whatever you want. You can make fun of people all day you want. If you mean it to hurt them, all right, that's not cool.
I think that's
if you mean it just to talk shit, all right, I'm down with it.
I think it was originally planned to get like the more autistic types on here and kind of go with the flow type of thing. Not so much make fun of them, but like egg them on into these conversations type of thing.
And kind of see where their head's at in those topics.
Yeah, so my previous episode with my brother was definitely something that followed the mold. Because when me and him actually talk, I'll break his arguments down. I'll be like, no, that's horseshit. No, that's bullshit. No, you're fucking crazy. But in the show last week, I kind of promoted it. I was like, fuck yeah, man, that's awesome. I've heard of that. Here's a link if you guys want to read about this. Like,
it's interesting.
Yeah. So I definitely had to put on a different persona for the show. Because normally when I talk to my brother, I'm like, dude, you're fucking stupid. Like, no. Nope. But yeah. He triggers me. But on the show, I was very inviting of his horseshit information, is what I'm going to call it. And then my audience wants him to have a fucking segment on here. So I've been told today, I've been green-lighted for any day or time for him to be on here. I just have to do the work. So audience, I'm gonna go ahead and need a
LOL, your brother is a ranger, bro, hell break you.
I think even if you know that it's bullshit, it's still super fucking interesting. Like, I love learning
funny.
about like flat earth and shit like that. I know it's bullshit, But goddamn, is it interesting?
He adamantly believes in this stuff. Like, oh yeah,
that makes it more interesting.
yeah. The chat fucking loved it.
I'm sure,
because
dude.
it's
I'll
like
out.
this weird homeless version of Alex Jones.
Yo, that sounds awesome, dude. I fucking love Alex Jones. He's full of shit, but goddamn, is it entertaining, dude?
It is entertaining, yeah. So I got to think about a day and a time to just put him on here and let him. He likes to talk at people, is what I say. He doesn't want chat or anything up. He just wants to fucking rant and rave for like 30 minutes to an hour.
I love that. I feel that. I respect that. When I'm Randy, I don't even look at that shit. I just fucking yell and do shit. Like I respect that. I like it. Seems like a cool dude.
Yeah, he's got the charisma. I'll give him that. Like, I don't know what it is about him, but oh man. So when you sing and rap, do you usually, is it like freestyle? Do you do your own beats? Someone makes a beat? What do you normally do?
I'm learning how to make beats, but I use beats from songs I already know and like. So, for instance, I really like "Touch the Sky" by Kanye West. I love the vibe. I love the message. I love the da 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 da, like all that shit. I love everything about it, and so I emulate that energy and I write my own shit. I can't freestyle very well. I'm practicing, but I overthink shit when I'm freestyling. Now I'm always worried I'm gonna say some gay shit if I freestyle when I'm drunk. I mean, I was gonna be, I'll be like, "Hey yo, I was riding down the street with the pick in my hand and a dick in my." Wait, what? No, like, no, it's true. Like, and so I don't freestyle that much, but I write a lot. I write a lot of poetry and shit, and so I just love performing. I mean, even if my rap is subpar, I just love. There's something about it, dude. There's something about there being on stage. People are digging it, like, "Hey, put your motherfucking hands in the air, wave them like you just did." Like, there's something really special about it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I never got past like the first grade level of rapping, where you just use your name and every word that rhymes with your name. So it usually doesn't work out for me because not weird words rhyme with my name. So. I don't know. It's usually like,
my name is motherfucking Philpsey. I'm with Randy, getting a little bit tipsy.
There you go.
My name is Fat Randy. I'm here to say I'll be rocking the mic every motherfucking weekday.
Could have said weekday. Yeah, I mean, you almost got it. You're working on it.
Almost. It's a half rhyme. The thing is, like, there's a lot that goes into rapping than just like cat hat. There's like cat and there's similes, homonyms. It's a bunch of shit. A lot of English type shit that goes into it, which is actually really impressive. Because people think it's just like, oh, this guy's rapping, whatever the fuck. A lot of grammar and shit goes into it.
Yeah. The diction it can get pretty crazy.
And your vocabulary has to be fucking massive if you want to be good.
When you ever listen to songs, do you ever like sing with it but change the lyrics into like your own weird hybrid song?
If I'm really feeling it during like a breakdown or like when they stop singing, I'll do some shit, but not as a point, just whenever I'm feeling it. Most of the shit I do it just like off the spot. But if I listen to a song I really like, I can't help but sing. Like I just have to do it. It's like I have to fight myself to not blast music in the car and sing as loud as I can at the same time. Gotcha. It's hard.
Yeah, me and one of my oldest friends, when we listen to music, we alter the lyrics and kind of like make fun of each other. So like that Pumped Up Kids song, he like altered the lyrics to it, and every time the song plays, he'll sing this out loud, and he's like, all the other kids with their little dicks go to Philpsey's house, make fun of his, and he goes.
I dig it.
And he's completely changed the whole song to make fun of me and my dick. But yeah, like we'll sing songs about each other. They get like X-rated. It usually involves horrible topics like rape and dicks and how we're gonna kill each other and stuff like that. But yeah, it'll be like a rock song or like a pop or something, and we'll just change the lyrics where we just make fun of each other or talk about like killing each other. It's really weird.
It's not weird. Everyone does that shit with their friends, I think.
Yeah,
behind closed doors or whatever.
Curious if you do the same thing, or like when you do karaoke. Sometimes you throw like change it up for the audience.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a good way to make the audience cheer.
I've always wanted to do that, like sing Soul Man, because that's my go-to song, and just like change the lyrics to like throw people off, like keep them off. Oh, he's just gonna sing this song, okay. But then, like, make it specific to people in the bar or whatever.
Dude, do it. It works
really
every fucking time.
Oh, you've done it?
Yeah, it works every fucking time at karaoke. Like, change a lyric somewhere that it involves a person or the people at the bar, and they will fucking lose their minds.
Bet. All right. Shit. All right.
Point into the audience too when you fucking do it, and people are like, "Woo!"
Hell yeah! I'm gonna do that now.
It's
cool.
Anytime you can fucking get the audience involved. I mean, it's just like any other fucking entertainment thing. You get the audience involved, they'll fucking kill for you.
Hell yeah!
And it makes the songs a lot more fun. Because if people are just listening to some shitty... I mean, a lot of times people have fun when they're just listening to some shitty singer. They're like, yeah, I mean, this dude's... he's fucking killing it. And they sing along.
If you look like you're having fun, you have fun.
Yeah. I think a lot of the times people have the least amount of fun when you're a good singer and you just stay on track. You just stand there and you're like, all the other kids with their fun. Yeah, and people are just like, man, fuck that.
There's no personality into it. If they want to listen to a good singer, they'll put on the fucking song. They want to see who the fuck this guy is. Who's this Joe Schmo singing this song?
Yeah, I don't know where else to go here. What else you got?
So it was fun. I was a little nervous at first, but it turned out to be really fucking fun.
No, yeah, people should never be nervous with the old Philpster, the Philbo.
The old Philpster. Hell yeah, dude.
Like I said, I'm here for you guys. Like, I want people to know who you are. After I saw your shit,
dog.
I was like, this guy is fucking amazing. Like, I mean, I was telling my audience the other day, like, I don't know if you know who, like, Amber Lynn is. Amber Lynn Reed. I'm a dog on a fucking YouTuber. She was like this, she started out as a weight loss YouTuber, but all she's done is, like, gained more weight, and she blames it on, like, the diets that she stays on for, like, 2 days. And she's doing, like, those, I don't even know what the fuck it's called. It's, like, some Thai word for all-you-can-eat buffets. Mukbang, bang mok.
Oh, mukbang, dude.
Yeah, she fucking does those all the time, but like with Taco Bell and shit like that. And she constantly, like, people like her, like, I don't like people who make excuses for the situation that they're in. Like, if you're saying, like, I'm a fat piece of shit, but you're sitting there having mukbangs every day of Taco Bell, like, I don't know.
I mean, shit, I think that shit's funny. Like, I'll go on my stream and go to a buffet or whatever, but I can't do that every fucking day if I want to lose weight. It's just like a one-time, like, I'll eat like a fucking asshole for a day and then, all right, I gotta lock shit down, run, do my thing, and then...
Yeah, I think it's just because when it comes to, like, diet and exercise, I don't like it when people are like, I've tried everything but diet and exercise, and nothing works. Like, that...
Tried everything.
Yeah, I've tried everything but diet and exercise. Nothing works. Like, I've tried this pill, it didn't work. Okay, it probably wasn't going to. Like, or just in like her case, she'll exercise for 3 days and she'll be like, well, I didn't see results, so I stopped doing it.
I mean, I gotta be real with you. I used to do that. People were like, hey, just diet and exercise. They told me that for years. Never did. I tried, like, there was that powder shit you put on food, like don't you wanna sensa or whatever, put on food, try it. I've done everything. Weight Watchers. I was even at an FA, a Food Addicts Anonymous thing. I didn't want to do that because I thought I was fucking retarded, but my family wanted me to.
Yeah.
Everything, dude. Oh, I'm just not losing weight. It's not for me. But then one day I just tried running and eating right, and oh my god, it worked.
Yeah.
And what I think works.
What people don't understand is that it takes time. Like, even to fucking build muscle. Like, to build muscle, you're not gonna see fucking results for like 6 months to a year of fucking going like 5 times a day. And then the changes come so incrementally that you don't fucking notice them. That's why they always say take pictures of every stage. Because it's not till like I go back and I look at my Facebook post from like 2 years ago that I was like, why did I stop going to the fucking gym? I fucking look like a beast in that picture.
Yeah.
It only takes like a couple months to get into like a bad habit and to lose progress that took a fucking year to do.
It's easier to get fat than it is skinny. I mean, or fit for some people. I know. When I look in the mirror, I don't really see anything different. I feel more confident, but I don't see like, oh, I used to have a little fat here. I used to have a little fat here. I don't notice that because it happened like that. But when I look in a picture, there's definitely a large difference.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're saying nothing works, unless you have a thyroid problem, which very, very, very few people do, you're lying to yourself and trying to make excuses.
Yeah, I agree. And like, so the opposite of me was when I was growing up, I was like that super skinny kid. I was like 130 pounds when I was 18. When I joined the military, I was 130 pounds. Mm-hmm. After boot camp, I was 125. They don't feed you enough in boot camp.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And like body dysmorphia is fucking real. Like to this day, I still feel like that 135 pound kid. And like I will, like if I'm dating a girl, I will think that the girl's arms are bigger than mine. And it won't be until like I see us both in the mirror or there's like a picture of us and I'm like, holy shit. Or like I'll put on one of their shirts or sweaters, or they'll put on like one of my clothes and it's like loose on them, or their clothes are tight on me. Yeah, I'm a weirdo. And I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, I don't feel like I'm this much bigger than you. But yeah, definitely the body dysmorphia is real. If you're skinny, you're gonna feel like that skinny person. If you're bigger, you're probably always gonna see yourself as that bigger person until you see yourself in like a mirror or a picture with someone else.
I feel it. I can definitely feel that. Yeah, dude. I've never really experienced that directly because I'm 350 pounds. That's still quite a bit, and so I still feel fat when I'm walking around, but it's not, I guess, to the extent that it was before. And so I wouldn't really call that body dysmorphia for right now. I'd call it just still being a fat fuck. But at least I'm working on it. Yeah. What really pisses me off when motherfuckers are like, hey man, you should lose some weight. Like, you're pretty big. 350, that's crazy. You should lose some weight. It's like, dude, I've lost more than you fucking weigh.
Yeah, that's what...
As a person, dog.
Yeah,
that gets to me. And I get it, but it still pisses me off. It's like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, how much work I put in.
Yeah.
It's whatever, though.
Yeah, and that's one thing a lot of people don't recognize. It doesn't fucking happen overnight. It's not gonna happen in a week. It's not gonna happen in a month. Like,
yeah.
This shit takes time. And when I saw your post about like the Navy SEAL things, like how you want to at least get to the level to like apply for the fucking Navy SEALs, I was like, fucking hell yes. It might not be tomorrow that you're gonna do it, but if you're gonna if I ever make it to California or you make it to fucking Texas, we're fucking doing that shit together.
Most definitely. The best piece of advice I have for people who think they want it to like come day one is don't look at what you're gonna get, like as far as physically when you run. Like, all right, when I went running, I was like, all right, I better see some changes in a couple weeks. But instead of like after a little bit of time, instead of thinking, okay, I better lose some weight or whatever from running, instead of looking at it like that, I looked at, man, how good do I feel that I ran, 3 days in a row or 4 days in a row? I feel pretty good. I'm still 540 pounds, 30 pounds, 20 pounds. But goddamn, do I feel pretty goddamn good that I ran. And then because you feel good, regardless of losing weight, because you feel good, you're going to keep doing it. If you keep doing it, the weight will come as a side effect of feeling good from running, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And definitely every time you exercise, you get that endorphin rush at the same time.
Yeah, it feels great.
it's like that double high, one for fucking accomplishing something, and then two from like the actual chemicals releasing in your brain from strenuous activity.
Yeah, dude, and after a while of doing it, you see, oh, I can see my jaw. Oh, the scale's better, you know? If it's great. And I know I used to hate running. I used to hate doing anything physical. But I know now that if there's a day that I don't run, I feel like shit. Like,
Yeah.
to be real with you.
Do you ever? This is gonna be like a weird thing. What are your peak motivation times? Do you ever go to bed super fucking motivated, but then like this is how I am. When I go to sleep, that's when I'm like my most motivated. I'm like, man, when I wake up fucking tomorrow, I'm gonna fucking do this and that. But then when I wake up, I'm like, man, fuck that. Do you have like weird motivational times?
The way I look at, or the way I've been asked this before, and the way I kind of explain it is, I'm never inherently motivated. I have moments where I'm like, man, I want to run, or I kind of want to run, or whatever, and I look at that like a seed. And then whenever I notice I have that seed of, man, I should work out, or I want to work out, I don't know, maybe if I'm teeter-tottering between one or the other, I get that seed, I play some fucking hype-ass music. I play the music, I get to see, I'm like, all right, motherfucker, we're doing this shit, we're gonna rock and roll, baby. And I convince myself to get motivated to do it. And so if I'm like, I kind of want to do it, put in headphones, put on some X Gonna Give It To You or Kanye West or whatever, I'm like, all right, let's do this. Put on my shoes, get ready, just put them on, step outside the door. My goal when I try to get motivated is not to go run. It is to put my shoes on, get ready, and step outside the door. And usually once I'm outside the door and I got the music playing, by that time, I'm already motivated to go run. Because the way I look at it is, if I really don't want to run, but I put on the music and get ready and put on my shoes or whatever, and I just say, all right, I'm gonna do a lap. I'm gonna do a lap around the block. By the time I hit the farthest point of the lap, I'm like, fuck, I feel pretty good. Hey, I might as well do the 3 miles, go all the way down and come back around again. And so if I'm not motivated, I just kind of have a ritual that gets me motivated or feeds the very little motivation that I might have at that time.
Yeah, we kind of have something in common a little bit where I have to be in an external environment to seed my motivation. Like I can't work out at home type of thing. I have to I have to get away from the TV or away from the computer. It's the same thing with like schoolwork when I was in college. I could not study in my room or at home. I fucking had to go to like a library or something and just my task is the only thing I need to be paying attention to.
Yeah. And it's definitely not healthy to need external motivators. Like when I work out on my stream, I need people to tell me, hey, you can do it. Give me some yeets in chat for energy. Or if I want to go run, I need music. If I don't have music or my headphones are broken, I can't run. It's not ideal. But my main task is losing the weight because this is an unhealthy amount of weight. Once I get fit, I can start, all right, let's try running without headphones this time and see how far I can go. Let's try doing this without, needing people to tell me to go and do it, Once I get to the point where I'm level, I'm healthy, and I can only go up, I'll start taking out the kind of the safety wheels of music, the safety wheels of people tell me, hey, go Alex, go Randy, you can do it, if that makes sense. Because they're not healthy. They're not healthy in the long run.
Yeah. I don't know if you can run without music, fucking more power to you. I have to listen to, when I was younger and I actually ran, when I kept up out of the military, I listened to some weird ass songs, like from Sonic Racing, a Sega Saturn video game, this weird ass like half English, half Japanese pop, like Living in the City and Can You Feel the Sunshine? I maybe YouTube these songs.
I listen to shit like that. I listen to some meme music.
So fucking. But I would always, my motivating factor was something pissed me off, and that would be my motivating factor to go run. And I think I associated running with being in a bad mood, and I hate running, unfortunately. But I date a girl, she'd piss me off, and then I'd be like, you know what? I gotta take a break. I'm gonna go fucking run around the block, which is like a mile and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And then she'd like text me or call me, what are you doing? I'd be like, I'm running. And she's like, well, why are you mad? So she knew that I only ran when she fucking pissed me off. It was weird. So, but then I eventually associated that. So don't do that when you're mad. Like, it's cool to get the endorphin rush to fix your anger, but you'll start associating these things with like negative emotions sometimes.
Whenever I have any extreme energy, because I'm a very passionate, emotional person, I can get like, I haven't really felt it. The only time I really felt it in this stream was when I was ripping off my shirt. But that's just like level 1. I can go way past that and it throws a lot of people off, especially my elderly grandmother. I just get passionate. I'm like, all right, we can do this. It's so good. Oh my God. And so when I get that emotional or passion overload, I go run, whether it be anger, sad, happy, whatever. And I use the running to expel that energy. Another thing is running when I'm jealous, kind of. Like when I see a really sexy motherfucker dude with a really sexy, chick, I'm like, fuck, I'm better than that guy. And I use that kind of David and Goliath, like I gotta beat the fucking Goliath type of deal. I love being the underdog and the guy who should have fucking been fat and died of a heart attack or whatever. That is motivating to me, being the underdog, because I feel like the underdog and it helps. But as far as listening to weird music, I've graduated from needing headphones to now I can run, and I really like listening to military cadences. They're motivating to me. C-130 rolling down the strip, and born daddy gonna take a little trip. Shit like that. Hard work in the morning till the rising sun. Hard work, gonna run till the day. That shit, I love it, dude.
The cadence that the two cadences that worked for me was, I think it's called Pain. And they're just like, pain in my legs,
in my neck.
Yeah, there you go.
Pain in my feet, pain, yes. Pain. Yeah, dude.
I love that one, and I love the one where, God, I haven't heard these in fucking decades almost. But the one where they say that in the Navy the chicken's mighty fine. Yeah. It jumped up off the table and killed a friend of mine. Yeah, I love that one too.
They say that in the army the pay is mighty fine. Yes. They take out $100 and get back $90 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
They're great. They're fucking great.
They give you $100, and take 99 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, take back 99.
Because that one talks about, because you're living that. Like when you're in the military and you hear these songs about the things that you're experiencing, you're like, yeah, fuck, that is what they're doing. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Let's run harder. Like, it's interesting, and that's what they're made for. And I guess that's why they're so motivating.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think in boot camp a lot of the times, the guys who will lead the cadences don't know a lot of the songs. Maybe some of the RCOs, maybe the RPOC will know it or something like that, but a lot of the times they don't know the song, so they'll do the 1, 2, 3, 4 cadence thing.
Oh yeah, the old school ones, yeah.
And you're just like, this sucks.
Yeah, you got to mix it up. That's like the best part, is running with the cadences. Dude, I know tons of it, more than I should, I guess. But they're motivating, dude. I look retarded running with like I want to be a Navy SEAL. I'm like some fat motherfucker. But it's motivating,
Yeah, but that's cool. You're still young. I envy that. You still got dreams, man. Life hasn't beaten you down.
No, it's never too late for anybody.
I like that. It is never too late. There's a part of me that still feels like I'm fucking 18, and I've pressed reset on my own life probably a dozen times. So I don't
keep that shit, bro. Keep that feeling.
I think it's because what keeps me motivated is that I look young. So there'll be some times where I'm just like, fuck, I'm old. But then at the same time, I'm just like, yeah, but I look like I'm fucking 22, so I could do what a 22-year-old does. Even though.
But there's people. Oh, sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say, but there's I don't know what I was gonna say actually.
There's people like who are 22 who are still doing it, so you can do it. You like identify with that age. Yeah,
kind of. I mean, I definitely don't have the physical prowess I did when I was fucking 18 to 20. When I turned 28, things changed in my body, and it was like, I don't know. I definitely, you start, in your 30s, you start gaining weight for no reason at all.
I feel it. I definitely think that it's never too late in the sense. I mean, there's like there's this rap duo. One guy's a fucking 100, and one guy's like 92. It's like Frank and Murphy. And they're spitting
I
like,
had some British people share that with me like 3 weeks ago, so I just learned about them. They were fucking awesome.
Dope, dude.
What's with the farts?
Say hello to your mother for me. Like, I'll cook your face on the George Foreman. Dude, old as fuck, dude. Before World War II.
And I was like, are these guys a joke, or are they fucking serious? And they're fucking legit, man.
They're killing it. Joke or not, they're fucking raw as shit, dude. It's amazing. So it's never too late. I'd honestly say it's more dope when you do it when you're like super fucking old. Because like, who does that? Who's 100 years old and spitting fucking bars, son? Like, nobody.
Yeah,
you know?
that is fucking. They are unique, and they are fucking. They got it. Yeah, they fucking got it, man. All right, is there anything else you want to go over? I'm gonna start winding down. Unfortunately, this again has.
This was a good stream. I dug it. It was cool.
Dude, this will be on YouTube forever as long as I have your permission.
Hell yeah.
So send all your fans.
All right, dude. I'll plug it everywhere.
You can definitely download it, put it on your own. I don't fucking care. Cause this is your podcast.
Nah, it's your podcast. Stop saying that.
I hope that in the future, like, I don't care about subscribers or anything like that. I want the chat to be more involved. So hopefully when I have more people involved in the chat, I get you back on here. We fucking get some great ass fucking updates. We're best friends. Dude, you're fucking awesome.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And I hope everyone fucking goes to at least his fucking Instagram is BadManRando. Fucking get on that shit. His Twitch, BadManRandy. His YouTube, a little harder to find, but it's in the YouTube description. It's just
The Randy.
The Randy. Unfortunately, he's competing in that title with like 8 other small channels. But,
like 5 of which are mine.
But you're fucking legit. You're fucking awesome. I hope you fucking make it. I'm definitely following your ass. So
appreciate it.
I hope we fucking keep connected, cause this has fucking been awesome. You're definitely a dude I want to hang out with.
Hell yeah, brother.
And fucking one day we're gonna fucking hang out.
I'll hold you to that. I'll let you know when I'm down in Texas, bro.
Yeah, if I ever make it to California, you're gonna be the first
dude.
fucking call I make.
Alright, sounds good.
Fucking fantastic, everyone. Like I said, links are in the fucking description if you're watching the YouTube channel. Yeah, that's it. I want to fucking thank the rando for being here.
Applause 5.
Hello? I think it cut out.
Yeah, no, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know how to spell applause.
Oh, it's okay.
There we go. I don't have an applause 5. That's what it is.
Shout out to motherfucking Philpsey and Fraternizing with Philpsey. He's the real star of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let him bullshit you. Fucking 5 out of 10. 10 out of 10, baby. Am I right? See?
And like he said, everyone, he's going to be streaming tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
At 8.
Applause 2.
8 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 10 p.m. Central.
Yeah.
That's 11 p.m. Eastern. Fucking be there. I hope I'm there. We're watching this fucking BadManRandy. We're gonna see how nasty this shit gets. It's going off the rails.
Applause 3.
Fucking follow this dude. Can people subscribe to your Twitch channel?
Yeah, I think so.
Subscribe to his Twitch. Subscribe to his YouTube. He's only got 12 followers on YouTube.
Applause
Let's
2.
fucking get in there. Let's fucking rip that shit wide open. All right, man. It has been a pleasure. You're definitely on the list for updates.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Man. I hope you take care.
You too.
I think I'm in love with you. And we're definitely gonna stay in touch. Chat, fucking get in there.
Good, dude. Appreciate it. Cheers.
There you go. Cheers, man. All right, man. Thank you so much again.
Done?
Yeah.